90.5 is WUOG Athens. You're currently listening to D90.5, our local D&D show, and we're going to get started in just a second here while I run to the newsroom.
It's okay, Chase. I can keep talking for as long as you need me to. I promise you that there is nothing that I will do to stop talking until you get here.
Another visual gag. I ran into the other room. We're
I
here
didn't
now.
see you running.
I walked, and that's the visual gag.
Why would you lie to the listeners like that?
Because he can.
Because I can. It's the
Who's gonna
power
call
of
on us?
radio.
We are very unreliable narrators.
Me. I decided to call
I'm an
him on it.
unreliable narrator of my own life, but just because my
Wow,
memory
Caulfield,
is
calm
garbage. All right.
Getting existential on D90.5.
So-
Who'd have thunk?
Let's update everyone on our geographic location. A little over
Athens,
half of
Georgia.
us are in the booth. One of our members is boycotting the show because she cannot drink her hot beverage inside the booth and is sitting outside.
I will
Isabel.
not.
It's Isabel.
It's Isabel. And then Jacob is getting his pearly whites rearranged or something like that.
He's
And
getting
we'll
his
get here
teeth
shortly.
kicked
That
in
makes it sound
by
oh
a
my-
horse.
Oh, okay,
Save a
sorry. I
horse.
just turned on the headphones. And they were
Was it
incredibly
unpleasant?
loud. They were incredibly loud. I heard
I'm
myself
sorry.
speak for the very
What's that
first
movie?
time.
Like Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close or something
Yeah.
like that? That's,
Isn't that one about like 9/11?
I
It
believe
is.
it is.
Oof.
Which, that's an awful name for a movie about 9/11.
I mean,
Yeah.
you have to take that up with Jonathan Safran Foer. That's the author of the book. Can you tell I read books? I'm like really quirky.
I'm also going to
Wow,
edit all this out
Lindsay.
because 2 minutes in we started talking about 9/11, which is upsetting.
Really brings down the mood. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
You say you're
suppose.
going to edit this out. For those who are new listeners, like my father, who is just tuning in for the first time tonight.
Oh my God, I miss
yeah.
my
Hi, Dad.
Welcome to D90.5. It's a Star Wars Dungeons and Dragons show, and
Yeah.
your daughter's a nerd, but I'm sure you knew that.
He said, "Why didn't you tell me about this?" I said, "Why do you think?"
Because I was deeply embarrassed. The same reason I told my
shame.
parents, and they said okay.
But
Wow.
I showed no interest, but it's okay.
Oh, Izzy's at the door.
who's
She
going to let her
gets right
in?
access.
Is it going to be me?
I get it.
No, it's going to be Chase. I will not apologize for this because this is I'm in charge of the rules and regulations.
I'm the captain.
I am the Senate.
I am the Senate.
Okay,
Not
your favorite
yet.
player's
Jeez.
back.
Oh my
God.
Please.
How loud were you? Very loud.
Incredibly loud.
Well,
and
maybe you should have
incredibly
let me
close.
bring my coffee in.
No, those are the rules.
No.
They're not my rules. I'm just in charge of
I
enforcing
spent
them.
paw points.
So did I, and somehow I finished my drink before I came in here.
Wow.
Do we have an ETA on Jacob?
No.
He's in Tucker.
Man,
Well-
Tucker.
Well, I think
hardly
we might
know
just
her.
Stop. We might just continue without him this week, which is just fine, just dandy.
This
What are we
week?
gonna
Is he
gonna
not
do
coming at
without
all?
Trask?
Well, I mean,
He said he might be a little late.
I need my friend.
we can continue without him, and I'll fill him out, fill him up,
fill him up.
fill him in. Preposition march. Aboard, about, above, across. No.
Oh,
All right.
God. Sorry, people are just trying to tell me how to do my job.
Welcome back to D90.5. Last week, I believe we ended after a sweet little duel in the spaceport where two people got their health points pushed in. We have some.
This is coming from
Ooh.
my parents who looked up Vor.
What? I think last season someone mentioned Vor. And
Is that FCC?
I mean, it's
think
not
it is.
not FCC.
did George Carlson mention it in his 7 dirty words thing?
I'm so
Is
sorry.
a granny
Mom.
tuned into the radio going to write very angrily to the FCC to complain
About
about
her
it?
grandson.
Probably not,
No, probably
because
not.
she
Has that
won't know
happened
what
to
it
us
means.
before?
No, that's
No, but
the
that's
historic
what
case.
enforces us
Well,
to
yeah.
not use
for
obscenities.
I think about that a lot.
Can I just
think
do my
about-
recap?
No.
I don't want
No.
to talk about this anymore.
Oh, are we playing D&D?
We were playing D&D today.
Okay.
Last week on D&D, on D90.5, we had a fun little duel, little shootout in the Mos Eisley spaceport.
Jar Jar Bonks almost died.
Jar Jar Punks, I think by all accounts, did briefly die and had a heaven is for real moment.
Chase just saw me crying in the booth and decided to revive Jar Jar Bonks.
You know what? We're going behind the scenes a little bit. I decided to be nice.
Wow,
Y'all
for
met
once.
Nurbed, a bit of a sort of a Lone Ranger stereotype, little cowboy fighter man. Love him dearly. and you made your way out to the sandcrawler in the dune wastes, and you discovered an Imperial satellite which had crashed into the side of the sandcrawler, and the debris and such strewn about. And I think that's where we're gonna pick up. So at this moment, I guess we're getting into it. This is the earliest we've gotten into it. I don't even have my dice out.
Maybe Jacob is the one. No, there's no way.
No, Jacob's the one who
It's not
does the most.
perpetrator.
Are you saying that Jar Jar Bonks doesn't meaningfully contribute?
No, I'm
this
saying that
program?
Lindsay Horn doesn't.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
You really had to go and say my full name over the air.
You said
and
your
still.
father.
I think you made that joke the first week that someone doxed you, and then
Also,
you proceeded to say
speak in
it.
third person about yourself at least 5 times an episode.
I don't see your point, actually.
That is not valid.
It's a self-dox.
I feel very attacked right now,
All right.
and I really don't. Okay. This is not what I needed on my Wednesday night, but I guess it's what I'm going to get.
I'm sorry, Lindsay. You
It's
know I love
okay.
you.
I love you too, Anne.
Aw,
Aw.
wholesome.
Speaking of which, speaking of like love, if this is going to be the closest thing we have to a Valentine's Day special,
Not when I publish it.
okay.
We're 2 weeks behind, but we might be closer to an Earth Day special.
well, either way, this might be the episode where Jar Jar Bonks finds love. We
In
have
a
to see.
hopeless place. So
Isn't he constantly seeking love?
it's not love.
It's
Physical love.
It's not real love,
Well,
baby.
he's not even constantly seeking it. He's just constantly getting it.
Oh my god.
Hi, Dad. Thank you for tuning in. This is why I
right.
didn't tell you.
So we are currently still where we are, on top of this side of the sandcrawler, which last we checked kind of did a little tipsy overy, and we're standing there on the side, and we hear.
I think that was tippy tippy boom boom. I don't know why.
Is
I don't like that.
Okay, is this a sandcrawler that had a hole blown in it?
Yeah, it's the one laying on its side
Aw.
with the Imperial satellite buried in it.
Hey, Baja.
Kind of like a BB in the side of your neighbor's cat.
Ooh. Chase, do you have something you want to share with the
Why?
crowd?
No. I just started watching Twin Peaks, so I'm in a weird way. The old Twin Peaks.
I see.
But you hear from the distance the scream of what sounds like 3 TIE fighters flying your direction.
Intéressant.
And you see them sort of lock on to the direction that the sandcrawler is in, and they're flying towards you. What do you do? Remember...
Duck.
Okay, where do you duck?
I bury myself in the sand. No, I'm kidding.
Well, you're on top of the side of the sandcrawler.
Okay. Is there like anything sticking up that I can kind of like duck behind?
There's a massive hole where the satellite buried itself into.
Oh.
So
I
we
can
start
like jump
digging.
in.
So you can just
We dig deeper.
you can jump into the hole.
Man,
if you
Is
Jar
that
Jar
like
Bonks
the-
stinks.
Stop.
Is that like the only like clear cover?
Yes, because the sandcrawler is so large and y'all were close to the sort of chasm that it's in, you could run and jump off the sides, but it is a long way down.
I say we.
Doobie's just gonna hide behind Jar Jar.
How long is a long way down?
I'd say like 50 feet. I think
Right,
Nerved
okay.
is going to start running towards the chasm. And in fact, I think this is going to be a stealth roll to stay undetected from
I'm gonna follow Nerva towards the chasm.
Yeah.
from
Or when
the
I say
TIE fighters.
I mean Jar Jar.
That is, I did roll a 10. So let's see what y'all roll.
Is
Well,
this
I don't have a
stealth or
dice. If I could get a
acrobatics?
dice, I'd be very
It would
happy.
be lovely
Maybe you
if
should
it's
start
acrobatic.
bringing
Um,
dice.
I don't own dice.
I would allow the
big
argument that it's acrobatics.
I have
Thank
never
you.
played D&D before this show.
I rolled
That's a lie. I was
13.
actually
13. Okay.
Okay.
I'm just
That's a
gonna
12.
roll the D20
Perfect.
right now. That is a 19 plus 6. That is a 25.
Oh,
Wow,
wait, hang
you
on, I
do a
have to
real good
load
job
my-
because you're 2.5 feet tall.
I have to
Thank
load
you.
Jar Jar.
Do it.
Do it.
So I think on all of our rolls, everyone makes it successfully into the crater.
But Doobie does it more successfully.
Doobie has a bit of insight and takes the further step of going down and hiding himself in the satellite.
Can I ask a very dumb question quite
Yes.
quickly? What level of XP am I supposed to be at? Because I'm not halfway through.
Okay, no, we're not halfway through level 3.
I'm at
Everyone should have
1100.
1100.
Okay,
yeah.
cool. Awesome. I'm doing it
Oh,
correctly.
they should.
Yes, you should have 1100, putting yourself just at the beginning of level 3.
Okay, awesome.
So Doobie has hidden himself in the satellite. I would say everyone else is down, pressed up against it. And that's when you notice, following the TIE fighters, you only notice it because you're looking up through the top of the crater. You notice what looks like a train, sort of segmented into 5 parts
In the sky?
in the sky.
Huh.
A floating spaceship train, you know.
Huh.
And the last segment stops above the crater.
Whoops.
And you notice a bright light come on, and the satellite starts to move. What do you do?
We're going to die.
Can I... Okay, so I have my analyze power where I can, like, touch a tech object and I learn, like, what it's doing and, like, what powers are affecting the item. So I want to do that.
Okay, so I would argue that the satellite is, like, dead in terms of, like, energy.
Okay, cool.
But there is a tractor beam acting on it, pulling it up towards the train,
Oh, that's the light. Okay.
which you
So we're
assume
gonna get
at this
sucked
point...
up.
Yeah. Because the TIE fighters, you're going to assume that this is an Imperial sort of retrieval thing.
Wonderful.
Huh.
Looks like we're going for a ride, boys.
Beam me up.
Nurbed takes the initiative to crawl into the satellite with Doobie. It is not a small satellite. There's one large compartment that's about the size of this room that we're in currently. So like 12 by 12 by like 6 feet, or not 6 feet tall, but like 10 feet tall.
Yeah.
Enough for a bunch of crates that y'all saw last week to be in it. So
Wonderful.
Nurbed and Doobie are currently inside. What are the two of y'all gonna do?
I guess I'm just...
I guess I'm jumping in.
Yeah, can I, like, get a handhold on it? Like, how obvious would it be that I'm, like, clinging to the side of this thing?
You would be on the satellite, flying through the air to the train.
Sick.
You do have
Can I
time.
try to climb in?
Yeah. Go ahead and make an acrobatics roll for me.
Cool. That doesn't count. Oh, that... 1 second.
We're running to wires here.
15.
15.
Wow.
Okay. On a 15, you make it inside the satellite. Lindsay, you want to go ahead and roll
Oh, yeah,
acrobatics too?
I'm on it. That is a 9.
A 9 plus
Plus 3, so that's a 12.
12. Okay, on a 12, you make it inside too.
Yay.
So
Man,
everyone
Jar Jar
in the
Binks
party
makes it inside
is
all.
safely stowed away inside the satellite. You feel yourself being dragged up into the last car on this train in terms of direction it was moving. And on the way up, you count 5 cars.
So we're in the caboose.
You are in the caboose.
Okay.
So as you get lifted into the train, you feel yourself settle into place, and it's very dark.
No, I'm
Nurbed
scared
says,
of the dark.
Looks
I can
like
help
we're in it
you.
now. So what do we do?
Well,
Well, first, Doobie's going to exchange a very meaningful glance with Jar Jar Binks.
oh my god.
Thank you. That's all.
Okay.
Wow. Sorry.
In the D&D world, I'm treasured.
Anywho, yeah, were you going elsewhere with that?
Oh no. We're just laying the groundwork for our little Valentine's Day episode.
Ooh.
Thank you.
Okay.
Earth Day. We love.
Yeah.
Man, I can
Okay.
Happy 4th of July.
I can roleplay being desired. That's pretty cool. Anyway,
Oh. Sorry, bud.
you know, it truly do be like that.
Oh my god, your tweet about like Valentine's
Don't.
Day.
We're devolving. We're
I
devolving.
felt
We're
it.
devolving.
Okay,
Don't.
okay.
What do you do? You're inside a satellite,
Okay.
and
I'm just gonna keep
So-
clinging to it.
Listening, like, outside, does it sound like they beamed us up into, like, a car full of, like, just cargo? Or, like, troopers? Or
Okay.
what? Yes.
let's make.
Perception?
Yeah, I could hear your argument for perception. Yeah.
Cool.
All right. 14 plus.
Okay.
That's a 14.
Let's see here.
Is that a stealth roll?
Perception is a wisdom.
Oh, so that's -1. Okay, so I got a 13.
That's how dumb Jar Jar Bonks.
Man, Jar Jar Bonks be dumb.
I think on that roll, you don't hear any voices coming from outside anywhere in this compartment. You just hear the steady breeze of like a ventilation shaft and the whirring of some computers, and that's about it.
Okay, so Doobie is so tiny.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to have him like roll out.
Okay.
Not like roll out.
Like Autobots.
Yeah. Like I'm gonna have him basically like perch on the side and like look around. Can I roll investigation for that?
Yeah, if you want to hide, like come out and look around, yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I just figure he's so tiny he won't be detected. That's a 7.
Okay. On a 7, you don't see much. You see the glow of what looks like a terminal. You see just a room. It's pretty empty. It looks like there's rows of shelves, and your satellite that you rode up on is the only one resting on these.
But there's no one else here.
There's no one else in the
Okay.
room. From
It's
what you
safe
can
to
tell.
come out, guys.
Thank you, dude.
Oh.
Thank you.
Okay.
Cool. So,
Um.
guess we're climbing out, boys.
All right. Can we like? Do we know what area we're in now? Like, is it bright enough to see stuff?
Yeah, so the train is lit normally.
Dope.
It's a bit of a dark complexion to the room you're in, just because the train doesn't have any windows, but it's well lit.
All right. Cool. What's like in there? What's in the room?
Cool. So you've spotted a ventilation system with an opening that's only about 3 feet wide.
Well,
You know who's less than 3 feet?
You've spotted a computer terminal, and you see a door that you assume leads to the next car.
computer terminal. I'm interested.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
I'm
I'm gonna go over to the door.
I already
Okay.
know
Like,
what
keep
Doobie's gonna do.
watch,
Okay.
/ like ready a weapon just
Awesome.
in case anyone tries to, like, is there
To come
anything
in
to
the car.
barricade it?
Yeah. There's a couple of crates that you can slide against that door if you'd like to.
Okay. I mean, I won't slide it against the door. I'll
Okay.
like slide it like next to the door though,
Okay.
for like ease of like.
It's at the ready.
Okay.
Yeah.
Doobie is gonna roll acrobatics and go through the shaft.
Oh.
Okay. Are you just gonna get up into the ventilation shaft?
I'm gonna crawl around a little, see what I can see.
Okay. Okay. Nurbed says, "All
Don't
right,
look at me like that, Anne.
I'll boost you
You
up
amaze
into
me.
the. I'll boost you up
I don't
there.
need the boost. I'm a good jumper.
Okay, but
Yeah.
don't leave the car yet. We
I
don't know
amaze
what's
you.
in
Okay,
there.
I'm gonna roll acrobatics, and then can I roll investigation after that?
After you're up in the ventilation
Yeah.
shaft? Oh, yeah. Okay, so how this is going to work is I'm going to make you take 2 off of your rolls while you're in the ventilation shaft because there's very thin slits that you can see through.
Okay, but I can have my normal +6 for the acrobatics.
Yes.
To get in. Okay. Well, that's a good thing because I got an 11.
Okay. So with that, you make it up into the ventilation shaft. It looks like it runs the length of the train all the way through.
It's a lengthy shaft.
Stop! I hate it here. So you're up into the ventilation shaft.
Okay, I'm
Lindsay,
gonna roll investigation.
Okay, we'll come back to you in a second. Lindsay, you mentioned
Yes.
wanting to use the terminal.
Yes.
Can you go ahead and make a technology roll for me?
Yes,
That's
I can.
Intelligence.
Oh boy. 13 plus 0. So that's
Okay.
also a 13.
On a 13, you get into the mainframe. You're in.
I'm in.
What you can tell about this car is it was
hacked into the
specifically
mainframe.
designed to retrieve down the low orbit satellites, like you saw
Okay.
denoted on the satellite itself.
Do I know where it's going?
On a 13, you don't.
Can I like roll again?
Not in this car.
Wonderful.
What was okay? We're back to Doobie. You
Oh
wanted
wait,
to investigate?
quick question.
Yes.
Is the door like? Does it have a window of any kind that I could look through, or?
It's just a sliding blast door. You cannot see into the next car.
Okay, cool. Never mind.
However, you do have a party member up in the ventilation shaft that runs the length of the train.
That's true.
Who
I guess
could
I was
see
more
down.
like making sure, like seeing if I could potentially like spy for
Yeah.
like oncoming people, but Doobie could let us know. So
Yeah.
we're good.
Okay, Doobie.
So that's a 15
Okay, so right
for
now,
investigation.
okay, how I'm going to make this work is I'm going to make you check per car. So in a 15, you're looking down into the car and you don't see really anything that you haven't already seen. You can just kind of get a bird's eye view and you don't see anything that you haven't already seen, pretty much.
So I'm gonna go to the next one.
Okay, go ahead and make another stealth roll for me.
Stealth.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 19.
Okay, so you make another stealth roll, and I think you make it all the way to the next fan, looking down into the fourth car.
Shatter a fan.
Yeah.
We do.
Do you want to, what do you want to do? Do you want to talk to your team? Do you want to
Can I see what's happening in that car? Like,
make
can I roll
another investigation check?
8.
Okay. On an
carry the team.
8, you look down and you see rows of satellites.
Like
However,
ours.
like the one you rode in on. However, they appear to be undamaged. You can't tell any other contents in the room.
Okay.
Intéressant.
Can I stealthily go to the next one? I just want to keep going until I see something important.
This
This is
sounds
important.
dangerous. Yeah, go ahead and make another stealth roll.
Oh, yikes. I can't even see. 14.
14. Okay, you make it to the next undetected in the third train car. Go ahead and make another investigation roll.
Oh my gosh. That is a nat 1.
Okay.
Doobie gets
blind.
knocked out.
I think
Doobie actually
breathes in a
blacks
toxic
out for
fume.
a second.
okay, I think on a nat 1 you move to look through the vent
And
and
die.
Hit my...
it swings open and the grate clatters to the ground and you hear one voice go, "What was that?" And what do?
I immediately look around and
You're gonna look around in the
no, like a quick little like, huh, and try to see where I can hide, and I'm gonna immediately go to the closest thing I can hide behind because I am only 2.5 feet tall.
You're in a ventilation shaft.
I thought I.
No, you didn't fall down.
Oh,
The
okay.
vent
I
fell
thought
down and
I
clattered.
fell down. Okay, I'm
No.
immediately. Oh, okay. That makes my life easier. I'm immediately gonna keep scooting back
In the shaft.
Back to the fourth car?
Yeah,
Or where?
back to our shaft. Back to where we are.
Okay, back to the fifth car.
Yes, back to the fifth car.
Okay.
Do I need to?
Is the whole shaft moving with you? Like, how
Hey-o.
did it
No.
fall?
No, it's one
It's just the
long
grate.
ventilation shaft. And the grate that was above the third room, fell down into the car.
Okay.
And you heard at least one voice respond.
Okay, I'm gonna go roll stealth and try to get back to our car and tell everyone. What
I don't think you have to roll stealth to run back past where you were.
Okay, I'm just gonna go.
Okay.
And then, do I have to roll acrobatics to jump down?
No.
Okay, good.
I'll give that to you. Thank you. So,
Hey guys, here's what's up.
So let's say you report the limited findings that you had all the way through the fourth and third car to your party. What's the plan, guys?
Well, it sounds like we need to start bracing ourselves for further investigation from other people in the train.
Well, I'm the reason why we know that there are people in the train. So how about you don't look at me
How
like
many
that?
vacant trains?
Well, I'm the one who knows what we know. So maybe you should stop looking at me like that because I'm smart and valuable to this team. So I propose we just go in guns a-blazing.
Jar Jar's not gonna do that.
Okay.
Yeah, neither is Nanu.
I don't think that's a great idea.
Okay, fine.
And also God has waited.
That was Nurbed.
Man, Nurbed is an industry plant.
I mean, maybe.
Like actually is. Anyway,
Well,
Jar Jar is going to stay put.
okay, fine. So
In the
we'll
fifth
do
car?
B.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna be honest. I zoned out for half a second.
This is really good for like a fun tabletop game to keep the plot moving by staying where you are and not doing anything.
I was gonna ask, like, looking around, are there like spare pieces of trooper armor anywhere? Like a helmet?
Um,
Or anything?
I think in this car, you don't see any sort of like barracks or crates or anything that would have materials in them. Everything you find is related to satellites.
Okay.
Sorry, I just got
Well,
a dice thrown at me.
There goes my plan.
So what if
I mean, you could continue to the next car.
Yeah, no.
Okay, fine.
Let's go to
I
the
was gonna
next
suggest-
car.
Jar Jar is going to continue to the next car since that
Yeah.
seems to be.
We're gonna.
Doobie is gonna take
The
out his chest
suggested
blade
course of
and be
action.
ready.
Okay. Why don't the three of you roll stealth rolls for me? What'd you roll?
1 second.
I have
think I
a
have-
18 plus 3, so that is a 20.
Okay.
I have a 13.
Okay.
That's a 2.
Oh,
Okay.
sweetie. Oh, sweetie.
Now who's bad,
So
Nanu?
here's how we're gonna play this one out. The four of y'all will walk into the next car, and when you walk into the next car, your door slides open at the same time as the door to the third car. And when the door to the third car slides open, there's a single stormtrooper. And he's picked up a blaster, and you assume he's coming to investigate. And as soon as he sees the door on the opposite open, he goes, "Stop! Who are you?" And the two of you, Jar Jar and Doobie, because of your rolls, you dodge the side, and you get on the backside of the 2 rows of satellites that line the main corridor. All right, so that's going to
So
leave
we are
Nanu.
not seen.
You're not seen.
Okay, cool.
Nanu, what do you do?
Okay.
He doesn't appear to be shooting.
Okay.
He is aiming a blaster at you. Down the long hallway.
Sick. How long is the hallway?
The hallway is about 30 feet long. You could make it to him in one turn,
I see.
but you would be at a disadvantage.
Fair.
And the two of y'all, you can work your way towards him, but because you'll be crawling through satellites, you're going to have to count on her to stall some time.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so Nanu, let's try out some second level stuff, huh?
All
He's
right.
gonna
Ooh.
try to coerce mind.
Okay.
Wow.
Target must make a wisdom saving throw. On
Okay.
a failed save, it pursues the course of action described to the best of its ability. So she's gonna be like, hey, just like, come on, man, give me a pass. Like,
Okay.
like, I know I'm not like in uniform, lost my regulation, like, armor.
Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry about it.
So, I have to make a wisdom saving throw against
Yep.
that. What am I trying to beat?
You are trying to beat, what is my, I guess that's universal. You're trying to beat my force,
Casting modifier? No, modifier.
force save, yeah, 13.
13. Okay.
Oh, dear.
That is an 18. This is the wisest stormtrooper in the universe. And does it say that I can tell that I've tried to been manipulated?
Let's see.
Your Jedi mind tricks do not work on me.
Why would you not tell me? 1 second. I copied the whole thing, and it doesn't say anything about what happens if they succeed.
Okay, I think
It doesn't say that they detect that you're doing it. I don't think they do.
Okay, I think it would say if it doesn't. So I think he's going to proceed towards you, blaster at the ready, in case you try to make any sudden moves. And
Okay, cool.
you see he's reaching for a pair of handcuffs at his side.
Okay.
I would say he's made it about halfway down the hallway.
Okay, Doobie
Where
is ready.
Where
Doobie,
is Jar Jar?
You guys are about 10 feet down the 30 feet hallway, so
Can
he's
I-
within 5 feet of you.
Can I
Okay.
check to see if he's like alone, like if there are people nearby?
Yeah.
Okay, is that a perception roll?
I would call that a perception roll, yeah.
Okay, cool. Let's see. That is a 12.
Okay, so you saw the door slide behind him and you didn't see anyone else enter the room.
Okay, so Jar Jar's gonna wait until he passes by him, and then he's gonna like jump out from behind him and like put him in a chokehold or something.
Okay.
You know,
and
like those little
Doobie, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Doobie's not gonna wait. Doobie's gonna scale and stab.
Hey,
Okay.
So are you both?
we're just gonna like
Doobie's on the front, scaling and stabbing like in the throat, and you're like behind.
See, what I envisioned was that he was gonna walk by me, and I was gonna like jump out from behind him, and like, you know how like it happens in the movies. Can you envision like what I'm seeing? It's a great visual gag for
Yes.
this audio format show. But you know, I got him like, hey,
Yeah.
don't move, and like maybe I like, you know, choke him enough to make him pass out. You feel?
So,
and then we could like steal his armor. I don't know.
I'm just
I
gonna
would suggest
go
that
for...
if the armor's stolen, Nanu wears it.
No, that's what I'm
Because she
saying.
clearly has no
I'm
ability
going
to,
for the neck,
Okay.
which is a chink in the armor. that way the armor should be fine, and we could just give it to Nanu.
okay. So I think that's an attack of opportunity.
Yes, it is.
So-
Advantage, baby.
I would go ahead and make your
Okay, well, that is an 18, and then this one is a 15, so that's an 18 plus, I think that's 2. Yeah, that's a 20.
So
Okay.
this is advantage on what?
So with advantage, that means you just roll twice and take the higher of the two.
Okay, so that's a 17, and this is a 9. So that is a
Okay.
17.
All right. So the both of you hit.
Wonderful.
Go ahead and roll damage for your scale and stab. And were you trying a non-lethal attack, or what
I
were
was
you
trying a non-lethal attack.
Okay.
So what dice do I roll for that?
So that's technically like 0 hit points.
Wonderful.
But it's a success.
Okay.
So I think you've got him in the chokehold. And are you trying the scale and stab?
Yes.
Which is going to be difficult with Jar Jar Bonks' arm there, but you made it.
Man, if you get my
Okay,
arm
roll
instead of his
damage.
neck.
Okay, how do I do damage with advantage?
It's just regular damage.
Okay.
Advantage damage.
That is a 2 plus 2, that is a 4 in damage.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. So you hear him go and
Doobie kind of winks at Jar Jar.
Hey.
okay, so the first hit like kind of grabs him around the neck. The second one takes 4 points of damage off, and then Nurabed you see walk out from behind a satellite, and he's got his vibro-knuckler on.
Heyo.
Thanks, Dad, still.
And he just
He likes
decks
my
the guy.
Who called me
Just-
a cop?
Just punches him in the head. And that is going to be... Where's my D6? Here we go. That's going to be 5 points. And I think with all that combined, that's enough to knock him to the ground unconscious. And he is bleeding.
Profusely?
Not
or
profusely.
Okay.
Enough to get through like his under bodysuit, but not to like mess up the armor.
Okay.
So what are y'all gonna do?
I'm gonna strip him and give
Whoa!
Nanu the. I'm gonna give Nanu the armor,
Okay.
and I'm also gonna hide the body behind. Well, I'm gonna attempt. I'm gonna need some help from my bigger friends. But
Okay.
I would like
Okay.
to hide his body behind the satellite.
Make a strength check.
Okay. He's a very
He's
strong
2
boy,
feet tall.
but he's so strong.
Strong.
That is an 18. Oh my god.
So I think on an 18, you manage to throw the 6 foot tall man over your shoulders, and you stow him into one of the satellites.
Again, Doobie makes eye contact with Jar Jar Bonks
Stop.
and winks.
You stow him.
Stop that.
You stow him in the satellite closest to you. And Nanu, you're putting the armor on.
Yup.
Okay.
Should I put like?
You get.
Are there
sorry, go ahead.
handcuffs?
Yeah, you
I
can
did
grab
this
the
for
handcuffs.
you,
Okay.
Nanu.
So like I'm
Thank you.
thinking like the Chewbacca visual where like
You
no, I don't do that. But that was a fun sound. Thank you. I was, you know how like in the original Star Wars movies, copyright Disney, they like
I'm familiar. On
Had-
Cloud City, they handcuffed you.
yes, and they like pretend that they're
They
like
do.
escorting him
And
through.
on the Death Star, don't they? Yeah.
Yeah, that's
They do
what
that
I'm
a
thinking.
lot.
They did it a lot. That was kind of messed up.
Man, Chewie was like oppressed or something.
I mean, yeah. There's
Isn't
there's
that
heavily
literally
implied
his
that he was
origin story?
in slavery.
They
yeah.
literally lived in a society, in a galaxy far, far away, long time.
Space
Duh.
society.
Okay. So
Technically, aren't we in a space society?
no. Well, yeah.
You're
Aren't
right.
we all?
Okay. So Jar
Get
Jar
a
grabs
load
the
of this.
handcuffs. Nanu gets on the armor and helmet. I'm not going to question how you fit your like tendrils in there. But
That's
you
a
do.
very sensitive question.
You do. And
They're short.
Doobie, you stow the body successfully.
Yes.
Nanu, you get the helmet on, and you hear a voice come over the comm link in the helmet, and he goes, TE693, is everything all right in that car?
Uh-oh.
Yes, everything normal. Great.
How are you today?
How are you today? Yeah.
You're going to have to go ahead and make a deception. Is deception a thing? Yeah, deception roll.
Fair enough.
It's charisma.
One sec.
Uh-oh.
I have a modifier, I think.
Okay.
Dangling modifier?
Yeah.
Ooh, better.
That was a grammar joke.
Okay.
Very funny.
Yeah, no, I do have a
I was an
modifier.
English
What
major
is-
for a month. Can you tell?
Crap, what's deception's modifier? Is it
Charisma?
charisma?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's an 8.
Okay. So on an 8, that's not going to be enough.
I start shooting. And I shoot out the camera.
No.
Shoot at the comm link.
Live with our company.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool. So on that roll, he's gonna go. I don't know who you are. I'm coming in there. And
no need for that.
You see the door slide
Boring
open.
conversation anyway.
I hate this.
I hate.
You see the door slide open and a second stormtrooper walks in, and he levels his blaster at you, including Nanu, who's wearing the armor because he knows whoever's in the armor is not his colleague.
Wonderful.
Wow.
So
I
the four of
stole
y'all.
this armor for you for nothing.
So
Doobie's
useless.
angry.
You got
Doobie
a-
said unreciprocated emotional labor.
you got
Alert.
an unconscious stormtrooper in the satellite, and you've got a very angry one with a blaster pointed at you at the end of the hallway. What do we do?
You're welcome for hiding
I
the
want
body.
to duck behind, like, I want to duck back into position
Okay.
so that I can be, like, concealed.
Um,
So,
Thanks, guy.
Go
Hey.
ahead. I guess it'd make the stealth
is
roll of your
your
life,
fault.
and I'm gonna give you disadvantage
Yeah. Oh,
because
wait.
oh my god.
he's
No,
already opened the door.
no. What I mean is, like, get in position, like, to have cover, like, when I fire. You
Oh,
know, like,
okay. No, that's you can just take that action.
Okay, wonderful.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Okay.
roll anyway.
Just for fun.
Okay, well, I got a 10, so, like, that wouldn't work.
Oh
but
my god, y'all! I literally
I-
had force mask. I could have just conjured up a stormtrooper.
Hey.
Oh, Jacob's here.
I
It's
have an
fine.
idea.
One second.
Man,
we're gonna catch
Trask is
Jacob
gonna
up
need
before we
to
leave.
really
Okay.
get caught up.
Yeah.
Hey, Trask, Nanu is really not helping us out on this episode. Like last night, Jar Jar Bonk. Why did I say last night?
Last
week.
Hello,
Last
Jacob.
night.
Jacob.
Hello.
So
Jacob.
here's what you've missed. Just
We're on a train.
quick recap in the middle of the episode.
In the air.
Sandcrawler, with the satellite crashed in the side of it. Imperial retrieval train came along and tractor beamed the party up inside the satellite into the car.
Good.
They were in the 5th car of 5 cars. They moved their way to the 4th car.
Okay.
They have engaged one
Snowpiercer.
stormtrooper who noticed them trying to stealth, knocked him out, stole the armor. They got a call from his colleague in the 3rd car that Doobie saw earlier. And so an additional stormtrooper has entered the car, and he is leveling his blaster
We had a
at
Han
your
Solo
party.
moment. It was beautiful.
He said, "I'm great. How are you?"
Okay, I have an idea.
Is
I,
this-
Doobie Nim,
Yes.
have an idea. So,
Oh no.
Doobie is a monk, for those of you that don't know.
Are you gonna now utilize that? Are you gonna do
Yes,
anything?
Doobie
Well,
has...
he'd been utilizing it. He did the thing where he could like.
Oh, you did
jump
your focus.
and-
Yeah.
Yes, I'm doing focus again. This is
Okay.
a different one, though. This is called Flurry of Blows. So,
Okay.
Heyo.
basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to scale and stab, but then I get 2 unarmed strikes as a bonus action.
Okay.
All right.
So
Doobie's about to try
So
to kill
Doobie's
his
just
second
like-
stormtrooper.
go ahead and roll for your flurry of blows.
Okay. That is... Oh, I get, like, extra... Okay.
You get
2 plus... Roll... What was that? 1 second. I'm still trying to figure out focus.
no. You're good. Take your time.
Okay, so that is an 11.
An 11 to hit. Okay, that's not gonna hit.
Okay. Well, Doobie didn't
you
get
can
to
still-
do his focus, though.
You don't get to do that.
No, if I didn't hit it, then it doesn't happen.
Okay. I hate it when that happens. So I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt, and you're not on him anymore, but you are very close to him.
Oh no.
Is this Snowpiercer?
That was my first thought
Why
when I
can't
heard
I just
train.
stay on?
Ooh.
This is not Snowpiercer, and we are leaving in the fish cutting scene. So let's go ahead and roll initiative.
Cool. Welcome, Trask.
Good way to come back, yeah.
Okay, that's a 15. I'm using this
no,
dice
it's
now
not a
because my
roll.
other one has failed me miserably.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Okay,
That is a 13.
That's
Me,
also a 13.
20.
You got a nat
Baby.
20?
Oh,
Can
no.
you-
I wish.
Okay.
that for me, Annie.
I was gonna say, welcome back.
So Doobie got a 13.
Hey,
Jar Jar had a 13.
The things I do for
Thank
you,
you.
Jacob.
What did Nanu get?
I just bent
15.
over.
A 15. Yikes. Nanu,
Yikes,
15.
that's the best roll I've had all night.
That's
I
not
was
good,
not saying
Anna.
yikes to you. Okay, so here's gonna be the combat order.
Here's gonna be the combat.
Here's gonna be the combat order. You heard me.
It's gonna be.
Here's gonna be. All right, Nurbed is gonna lead us here with. He's still trying to be silent because no shots have been fired. So he's gonna run up to the trooper with his vibro knuckler and
I hate that.
I will
What
never
a-
get
It's
over
like
that.
a name.
terrible name.
What a phrase,
It's
yeah.
horrible.
Yeah.
Man, vibro knuckler.
So he's gonna hit him for 3 points of damage. Up next in the order is
You have the vibration set to gentle.
good vibration. Up next in the order is Nanu.
Okay. Clearly, I should not be using force abilities for the moment.
Interesting
Timing.
call because that is your
Wait,
thing.
what? Clearly, what
Yeah,
She
but like
tried
it has
to,
failed so many times.
She tried to roll
Did
to
tell us. That was just
Coerce mind.
coerce mind and
Oh,
failed
and I found
again.
out like it's confirmed like they don't recognize what's happening because that's what distinguishes coerce mind from mind trick.
Okay.
So like mind trick has the chance that they'll see that you're
Okay.
using it. Coerce is
So why would you ever not use coerce mind? I guess you could do
Levels.
more with.
Yeah.
Okay.
Edge.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Cool.
but
Was
anyway.
coerce mind at will?
No, coerce
Okay.
mind is second level.
Okay.
So, yeah, she's just gonna go for it with her spear.
Cool.
She's pretty close to him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
So-
you actually get disadvantage if you're within 5 feet, so you're good.
So I have disadvantage.
No, you're not within 5 feet.
Oh, okay, cool.
With two-handed like staff weapons, you have disadvantage if you're right up on the person.
Cool.
Chapstick at home.
So, fun fact. I just rolled a with my proficiency 8.
Okay.
With, like,
So
Yes.
that is another whiff.
We're doing great, guys.
Cool.
Up next in the order is the trooper, who, because Doobie tried to climb him and is very close to him, is going to swing a stock at Doobie, the stock of his rifle.
Does he have
I was
disadvantage?
wondering, like a stock of a
No,
plant.
there's
Within 5 feet?
the reach is 5 feet.
Ah.
It's not a two-handed weapon. Technically, it's
I
like a
gotcha.
melee weapon attack with your. Yeah, it's just straight out. That is going to be a 15 to hit.
That hits.
That hits. Okay, for boop, 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 boo.
Dun, 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 dun.
2 points of damage.
Okay, actually, I'm not sure it does.
What is?
Because
What does that mean?
as a monk, I can dodge things. 1 second, I read it somewhere.
Oh, okay. So it must be true.
Okay, starting at
Yeah.
the third level, I can deflect when I am hit with a ranged weapon attack.
It's not a ranged weapon attack.
Oh, well then what is it?
Sorry, man.
It's
Melee.
a melee.
Oh,
It's a hitting you with the
Ignore
back
me,
of the
that
gun.
is-
He's hitting you with a thing that would make a ranged attack.
But you're really close, and you should probably be thankful because he didn't fire, which would probably cause
Oh,
an alarm?
Well, it actually wouldn't because of my deflect missile ability as a monk.
It's
Well, no,
not a
like,
missile.
An alarm to everyone.
It's also not a
else
missile.
on the-
Deflect missile is supposed to be like for arrows or
Oh,
for like
no
physical
one
objects.
uses
flying at you.
that. I hate it.
Well, there
What's the
are
point?
there
Go
like
back to it.
We may fight
There
some
are, like-
Ewoks.
no,
I
but
will
also
not
like
fight an Ewok.
people do
And I'll
use
fight an Ewok
people
any
do
day.
use bullets in Star Wars.
Jar Jar Bonks would.
Like
Jar Jar
people-
Bonks
okay.
would punt an Ewok 50 yards like Rodrigo Blankenship.
So you can redirect it if you have a weapon capable of doing so.
Which I do because of the
Okay, the
fact
point
that
is
I'm
you
in
can't
an
deflect
echo-
this one, dude.
Yeah, not this one.
Okay.
Okay, well,
go ahead
I'm-
and take those
You'll
2
get the
points.
next one.
Take
I'm
those 2
in-
points.
I'm in the Ekani
It's just a
order.
little bump on the noggin.
It's a little
Ow.
just a little bump. Up next in the
Owie.
order is going to be
Dewey.
do. Up next in the order is Doobie.
Okay, Doobie's angry now. So
Doobie angry.
Doobie. So
Scooby Doobie angry.
so now Doobie is going to try Flurry of Blows again. But
Okay.
this time with a vengeance.
Doobie
This
said maybe
time
this
it's
time it'll
personal.
work.
Is it bad that my
Maybe
first
this
thought was like, you know,
time.
like ABC, like always be cam, like DDD, doobie.
Yikes.
That's not great, Aunt.
Yeah, I
Oh
hate it.
no, that's a 6.
So I think it's safe to say that's not gonna hit.
No, it's not.
And we go to Jar Jar.
Doobie's so upset.
All right, so Jar Jar is currently
this is going to dice
concealed
jail.
behind the thing. So I'm going to get out my blaster carbine.
Okay, that's a choice.
Oh?
No, go for it.
No, you know what? Now I'm not going to get out my blaster carbine.
Okay.
Since that was apparently such a choice.
No. I was just remarking because you just pulled a gun in the middle of a punch fight. You can do whatever you want.
Oh, I didn't know it was a punch fight.
Well, it has been so far because everyone was so close, but you're so far away. You can do whatever you
I
want.
am
At
far
liberty
away,
to
aren't
turn
I?
it into a gunfight.
You can turn it into a gunfight.
I
if you
I
want.
have the option to turn. So how far exactly am I from the stormtrooper?
You're about 15 feet away.
Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna pull out my gun,
Okay.
and
You okay?
So
You can get
that's-
another chair. You can go grab another chair.
Okay. I'm
that's
good.
a 1d6. So do
No,
I
you're
roll?
gonna have to roll to hit first.
Oh,
D20
okay. D20, got it.
plus.
Okay, so that's a 6.
Guarantee I
Plus
forget and
5.
fall out.
So that's an 11.
so
don't think that hits.
That's not gonna hit.
Knew it.
In fact, it's going to miss and hit
No.
the door behind
Oh,
it.
thank God.
And just leave a score against the door.
Okay.
That takes us back
Thought
to
I was gonna take out Doobie. I would have never forgiven myself.
This is your
My
tragic
duty.
backstory.
Doobie's like,
I roll a 1 and shoot Doobie in the head.
Doobie's like final words are, I trusted you, Jar
No! Don't make me sad over a situation that didn't even happen.
Hypothetically.
That's my own job in my head.
Yeah, this is all happening in Jar Jar Binks.
Jar Jar, a single tear rolls down.
So we're back to Norbed, who's gonna pull
What
up.
about Trask?
Oh, where'd you roll?
11.
11. Okay, so it is your turn now.
Sweet. How close am I to this punk?
Well, you just spawned into the world.
There's
so
no need
I'd
for
say
Drop
pejoratives.
from the sky.
You're like 15 feet away, hiding behind the same satellites.
Where are we
that they
dropping
were.
boys?
Okay, so
Can I, is it crowded or can I run up to him?
I'd say you could run up to
Okay.
him.
I'm gonna run up and use my electro staff. Try and swing at him twice. One of those is 9,
It does not hit.
and second one is 7. Dang
It
it.
does not hit either.
Ouch.
We're bad.
All right.
We
Um,
just surrounded this trooper
and
and are like
Just
just
whiffing as he deals
No, it's
minuscule
like
amounts of damage.
That
to each
scene in
It's a really
Birdemic
cool-
where they have the coat hangers and they're just kind of waving them.
It's a really cool stunt show around him. Just like, it's basically Stomp.
No, we're like squaring up on him, like
Alright.
really slowly.
We're back to Nurbed, who still has the vibro knuckler out, and he rolls it off the table. That is a 15. I think attacker, if they match AC, they get the tie. So that hits for 4 points of damage. Cool. So the trooper is looking a little battered. Now we're off to Nanu.
Okay. Just gonna go for it with the spear one more time. And if this fails, this dice is also getting retired.
That's your best one, though.
16.
Was
All
that
right.
hits?
Yes! Okay.
Roll damage.
Rolling, man.
All right, 1d8.
This wasn't even really supposed to be a hard encounter.
And
It's
yet,
just one guy.
never underestimate.
It was one guy who they knocked out, and then another guy.
Okay, wait. Is this? No, this is a 9. Wow. What does the d8 look like? Is it this one? Yes.
Yeah.
I'm dumb.
Ouch. Ouch.
And
Big
What are we looking at?
A
1.
Yeah. Plus something.
1
right?
plus anything?
Plus. Oh, is it my proficiency?
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
I think it's your dex or strength, whatever you're using
Okay.
for it.
Okay, so it's a 3.
Okay, so that's
We're good.
3 total or 4?
Or it's +2.
Plus
so
2. Okay, so
3 total.
3 total.
I'd like to state for the record that I see at least 3 separate Jar Jar Bonks stands in the chat right now.
Ow.
One of them is me. I want you to know.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Jar Jar honks.
Can you guess which one? Yeah.
Jar Jar Bronx. I hate this. Okay, we're back to the game. It's back to the trooper.
How's
Okay.
it looking?
He falls down to one knee. He's still kicking, and I think he targets probably Nurbed because he's done a lot of ouchies.
Ouchies.
Yay, no more doobies.
Well, you kind of got kicked a little bit.
Doobie targeted.
Hey.
Oh wow, ouchie,
Owie.
owie, big owie.
Ouch. That hurt.
So he does.
I like your hair.
Yeah, I was gonna
Where
comment
is
on that too.
where's AC on? Wow.
I just thought it'd be fun. You know?
Oh,
Thank
okay.
you
No,
specifically
Got it.
to Anonymous 108387.
So this is gonna be ouchie.
That's me. I think. Wait. How do I
Take
check?
me on a trip, I want to go somewhere.
I thought
He
you
actually
were-
rolls a
Oh,
23 to hit.
387, that's me.
Thank you, Anne.
He rolls a 23 to
Dang
hit,
it, Ann.
Sorry.
and
I
that
steal
is
thunder, it's
4
what I
points
do.
of damage against Nurbed.
Anne's taking a cute little selfie in the booth.
Not so much a selfie as just like self-evaluation.
Okay.
I'm gonna call
So Nurbed
selfies
takes
from
damage,
now on,
and we're.
self-evaluations.
Can we not do this?
Okay.
I'm joking. And we're on to Doobie.
No, you're not.
Dude,
Okay,
Okay,
Doobie
I have bangs
is
now.
even angrier now.
Yeah.
Doobie. Oh wow,
Snap
that
them
was
like-
righteous. Okay, Doobie is going to take out his blaster.
Oh shoot.
And he's just gonna shoot.
Okay, wait, let me get it right.
Oh my god, that is an 11.
Okay, that does not hit.
I'm so angry.
So that shot,
Wow.
it hauls off and hits a satellite. And
Can I
we're
please-
on to
Wait,
Jar
so we
Jar.
take that.
Okay, so Jar Jar Bonks is going to fire a gun again because all this punching is just not
Yeah.
working. So here we go. Okay, so that's a 6, so like that's also not gonna hit. So
No, it flies off and hits the back wall. I'm running out of places for these shots to land. Please,
man,
anyone
the
do
number of
something.
times Jar Jar Bonks has said that.
Oh.
Oh no.
I don't want to think about that.
Yeah.
That's not your decision. It's my
Okay.
world. You just
We're
ruin
back
it.
to Trask.
Okay.
What are you
pull
doing?
The microphone
I'm
away
singing
from
Bang
Izzy.
Bang by
Is
Dolly
my
Dad.
dad still
Can we
listening?
not?
I'm gonna swing with the staff again.
All right.
All right, that one's a 15,
Okay, so that hits.
and the second one is a natural 20.
Okay.
Wow.
Let's do this. All right, let's tell this story. Roll damage.
All right, first one is 8,
Okay.
and second one is, oh my god, 14.
Oh.
So that's max damage both times.
So that is max damage both times. So I think with the first hit, you catch his helmet and you lift it off his head, and the second one you come around and you catch him on the side of the head, and he spins around and he hits his head on the satellite and he falls to the ground and he does not get back up. So Nanu, I believe, is still wearing the helmet,
Yup.
and you hear a different voice, and they're saying, "Shots fired! Shots fired! Does anyone know where the shots are fired from?"
No worries. A slight weapons malfunction.
We're not gonna do this again.
Why not? I will do
Fine.
it until it works.
Are we peaking the audio right now?
No, we're
No,
good.
we're just
Okay.
loud.
I'm just checking.
Everything's
Nice of you to be
perfectly
considerate
fine.
for the first time.
It's perfectly all right now.
Now, what happened?
Weapons malfunction, dude. I don't.
Is that how you respond to a senior officer?
My apologies, sir.
I'm on my way to come figure out what's going on.
No need.
No need. No,
Everything's fine.
really, no need.
All right.
I
I think you're gonna have to roll to make any sort of further sort of
isn't
thing.
fair. I don't
Maybe a
have
deception roll.
Yeah.
Yes, you do. Yes.
That
Middle part.
is a 15.
Okay. What is deception has to succeed against wisdom?
Yes.
Okay, so you fool the senior officer, and he says,
Yay.
"All right, but I'm sending an officer to come check it out."
Doobie's gonna take the body again and hide it.
Roll a strength check.
Okay.
Man, we're gonna have another 20-minute
That
punch
is
fight
a-
of just nothing. We're
Sort of
airballing
unusably.
out here.
That is a 15.
Okay, on a
Wow.
15, you don't fireman carry this one, but you drag him and you throw him in the same satellite as the first unconscious one.
Thank you.
So, in the time it took you to do that, you hear a knocking on the door, and you assume that this person can't get in because of the shot that was fired against the door.
Hey, I did
I'm gonna-
something.
Post up on the other side of the door.
Just like weapon ready to like come down on the head of whoever.
You put a bucket of water on the door.
Home Alone style, but with murderous
with
intent.
the mailbox.
Oh my
with the gun
God.
pointed out. Okay.
Okay.
And he goes,
Okay.
and he goes,
I look.
open this door right now. Open the door.
Are you wearing full
Open the
sleeve
Yes.
uniform?
Close the blast door. Close the blast door.
Open the pod bay doors, how?
You can do the mask thing, right?
Well, I'm already wearing the armor. That was more of a like we didn't have to like steal armor off of somebody because I
Well-
could have just conjured up.
I'd like to check and see if there are any more ventilation shafts that we can send Doobie through.
Yes, please.
That's true. Can we put the could some people
do be
potentially
loving a good
work on like hoisting Doobie
Oh,
up
I
into the
can help
shafts
you with
again
that.
and like putting the grate back on because they
Yeah.
know that they're because they know
So,
that there were like shots fired but not
This
the-
grate isn't the grate that fell.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I
That's
think
my psyche.
to get
Good.
to get Doobie up into the ventilation shaft, it's
Radio.
gonna take 2 of y'all. I'll let you figure out. who
Doobie's
that's
actually a
gonna be.
really good jumper.
No, you got hurt.
I only
Okay.
took 2 points of
Well,
damage.
Jar Jar Bonks is going to help put Doobie in the shaft.
Oh,
I
thanks.
hate this.
He would.
I hate this. Okay.
Doobie's not 4 nostrils kind of flare, and he's like, "Is this what love is?"
Okay. So
I want to know what love is.
He said his little bat.
Shafts per episode.
I
of
want to
any
know
show.
what love is.
welcome to Adult Swim.
I mean, technically.
Yeah.
The after hours show. Okay. So
My name not changing.
so the 2 of y'all who all right. Have you
All right.
decided what
Who's
to?
working with Jar Jar?
Yes. Who's going to help me?
I'm
Trask?
in.
I'll do it.
Okay,
Yeah.
Trask
Okay.
is going
I'm
to
in.
help me.
So Trask and Jar Jar are gonna get Doobie up into the ventilation shaft, and you get him up in there, and you close the door right as you see a thermite charge against the door blow open, revealing
safe.
2 junior officers who
Oh.
enter the room with their blasters drawn. And
He
I don't
said
think
he
they're.
said one.
So
It's them right
are
now.
we just holding Doobie aloft?
No, you got him into.
Oh,
the-
Okay,
you got
Doobie
him
is
into the
successfully
ventilation shaft.
shafted.
You know in like World War II, how like all the British
Yeah,
parents
totally.
I
would
remember
send their
World War II
children to
very
the
well.
countryside.
Oh, like Lion the Witch and the Wardrobe.
Yeah.
Yeah, when they all get
Doobie is
sent-
the child.
Man, is Mr.
Doobie just wants
Tumnus in
some.
there?
Doobie just wants some Turkish delight.
Yeah.
Doobie do. What a horrible dessert to like sell your soul for.
I want Turkish delight.
That's my greatest wish.
Man.
Wow.
So Doobie is fully shafted. What are we doing?
I'm gonna have to.
They see us, right? I mean, there's
Can you
no
say
Yeah.
that?
draw blasters.
Okay.
To
He's
blast.
mounted.
Okay, so stop. Stop.
You guys are walking like right up to the line.
I really.
Please, a little toe.
90.5 is WUOG Athens.
Man,
This is
it
our
still?
hourly call.
No, don't tell them who we are. No, we just incriminated ourselves.
Okay.
FCC, if you're listening.
Please be
Hey.
cool.
What you up to?
So the junior
we're
officers
909
enter.
the river. If you're listening, we are WREK.
Stop. The junior officers enter the room and they yell, "Throw your weapons to the floor!"
Man, make me.
That's what they yell.
Say no and shoot it.
Okay. So let's roll initiative.
I mockingly repeat, throw your weapons to the floor. Throw your weapons to
Yeah.
the floor.
What is Doobie Doobie doing?
Doobie. One second. Let me type up these
Doobie's
orders.
still in the shaft.
Stop. So
does Doobie
Doobie's.
roll initiative too?
No, I would argue you're not in combat.
Oh, no.
Because you're up in the ventilation shaft.
What am I doing up there?
That's up to you to figure out.
I'm gonna start crocheting.
You're really gonna do nothing in this time. Okay.
I don't know what to do.
You can move on.
All right.
Oh,
what
wait,
did,
I know what
What
I'm
did everyone roll for initiative?
I got 16.
I have. Hang on, I'm redoing that.
No.
No,
you
because
can't.
it hit the
Okay.
it hit
No,
the
I rolled
keyboard.
low. I
got
gotta
a
go
one.
again.
Good in that one.
There we go, 16.
Okay, everyone's rolling 16s.
Not me.
What'd you roll?
A 2.
Yeah. You've got a lot of 2s tonight.
Yeah.
I have
With different dice, so it's not just like one.
I have
The
a
world just
doobie.
hates
I have
me.
a doobie. I was gonna make a pun. I have an action idea for Doobie. Can he just keep going until he finds all of the stormtroopers?
Yeah, but I'm not gonna do that in combat. I can cut back to your scene.
Okay.
Because I don't want to keep jumping in and out of
Okay.
doing combat stuff.
Okay.
All right.
God.
So I think. So the first person to go is one of the junior officers, and he raises his blaster carbine and aims at Trask, the big intimidating guy in the room.
Liz boy.
Bet you won't.
So that is a 21 to hit.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Actually,
Bet you
it's
won't.
actually a 22.
Wow.
And that hits for 4 points of damage.
Okay.
You gross.
And so the second junior officer raises his blaster carbine, and he raises blaster carbine, and I think he's gonna aim at Jar Jar, the other tall individual in
Oh
the
my
room.
god.
We're being discriminated against.
But
Literally.
fortunately,
Tall girl?
he only rolls a 4. So unless your AC is a
Your
4,
life is hard.
What is my AC?
Doobie said,
go
try
back
being tiny.
and right there.
Oh, 15.
Okay, so you're good.
Hey man, you're in a
That's gonna
safe
miss.
right now.
Um,
Yay.
Down.
I was just shot.
You want to be shouts. You
I've
think your
been
life is
shot.
hard?
Wearing size 13 Nikes.
I wear size -2 Nikes. I'm 2 feet tall.
2.5. He's very proud of that half.
You think your life is hard? Try being punted across the room.
Try being fully shafted.
we're like really close to like what is
You
not acceptable.
almost certainly cannot say that. Almost.
Man,
Unless you can find some meaning from like the 1950s, that doesn't mean what it currently means.
I'm literally in charge of deciding what is and is not
Oh,
acceptable.
that's not true.
She
No,
is
but
the
I'm-
Senate.
I am the Senate.
Actually, the community is
Okay.
in charge
Oh.
of
All right, so
constitutes an obscenity. Thank you, Supreme
I'm
Court.
so tired of this. Trask, do something.
It's blasting time, so I'm gonna blast the one who shot me.
Okay.
That's another natural. I mean, it's real.
It's a nat 20.
Yeah, it's another one.
Okay. So you definitely hit.
The duality.
I'm gonna shoot him again.
This is with the dual pistols.
Yeah. 16.
So that both of those hit.
Cool.
So go ahead and roll damage for me, and remember you're doubling.
Yeah, that's the doubled one.
So that's
Unfortunately.
2.
2 plus 2, and that's
4,
8.
4, and 8.
Yep.
So that's 12.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. All right. So that first one, you hit him twice, and you see him fall almost to a prone position, and he's looking rough.
Almost. So he's like
Not because he crouched, but
Oh.
because you knocked him over onto his back.
Ouch,
Um,
he
He
says.
sat down.
Jar Jar,
Ow.
it's your turn.
Okay. How close am I to him?
You're like 20 feet.
All right, blaster
Almost there.
carbine. Here we go. That is a 2.
2
It
to
jams
hit.
and I shoot myself.
So no, that's not gonna hit.
No, it doesn't hit.
Nurbed is up next. He is going to target
Oh my gosh, I keep forgetting that I can make things in my core.
first officer who is almost on the ground because he's ruthless. That's a crit 1.
Ouch. He's ruthless in his heart, but in reality, the subconscious
He
holds him
baby.
I think his gun misfires and it flies out of his hands. So he's currently unharmed. Nanu, what's up?
Yeah, so vibro weapon.
Okay.
We're doing this.
Cool.
Just because that is the only thing that I've had a success
Excellent.
on. So yeah.
back. Get him.
That's an 18.
Okay.
Yeah, baby.
So you're definitely going to hit. Which one were you targeting?
Whoever's closest to me.
Okay,
Whatever.
that's probably going to be the second officer.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay.
That's a 6.
That's a 6.
Nice.
Awesome. So you run up to him and you hit him for 6 points of damage. And he reels back just a little bit but catches himself. We're back up to the top of the order. The first junior officer is going to take another shot at Trask.
Try it.
Try it, baby. He rolls a 10.
That won't hit.
Of course.
What is my AC? I forget. I'll get back to you.
Okay.
It doesn't hit. I know that.
Well, it's actually an 11, but
Oh.
it probably doesn't hit.
It still doesn't hit. No,
Excellent.
Yeah, it does not. It's
Okay.
12.
So it goes to the second junior officer, who I think is going to take a shot at Nanu. Nanu.
Cool.
That's a 7.
That does not hit.
My rolls have gone to doo-doo.
To doobie.
Okay, yeah. You just compared yourself to crap.
I don't care.
That's on brand.
Yeah, honestly.
I believe
And
it.
we're back up to Trask.
Doobie just has his
Alright.
binoculars looking at this battle.
So that one guy is not dead.
Mhm.
I'm going to give him a good blast for good measure. That is 15.
That hits.
Okay. And then second one, I'm going to hit the other guy for 18.
That also hits.
Okay. So first
Roll first damage.
is 4 points, and then the one to the second guy is 8 points. That's a lot of 6. I've gotten like 60, 70 times.
Okay, so I think with those two shots, they both drop dead. And you beat
Cool.
my
Bang,
you beat my junior officer puzzle. And as soon as combat ends, Nurbed runs to go pick up his gun. Launched itself against the back door you first came in.
Throwback to when Trask just threw his gun across the cantina. That was
You know what?
No, I didn't
want to do
throw
something
it.
cooler. I want to do something cooler.
okay.
Nurbed clicks something on his wrist, and you see the gun fly back to him and land itself against
Wait,
his
that's
arm.
pretty cool. I want that.
wait.
Where'd you get that?
Magnets, man. I built it myself.
Chase said, "It's
You
my
build- you
campaign,
build
and
me one of
I get
those
to be
too?
the
But,
coolest
like,
character."
Maybe in
Here?
some time.
Your
Okay. All right.
Armpits?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where you keep.
Well, no. See, my arms
Pistols,
are really
yeah.
high, so it's
Oh,
sort of like,
yeah.
You actually have to put it on your back.
It's like a straight jacket.
All right.
Well, so you can like reach back and be like, my hands are up.
Trandoshan arms are like.
It's like, come in, guns a-blazing.
Okay.
Trask has like little T-Rex arms.
So you hear radio silence from the two officers' comlinks. You don't hear anything like the voice you heard before. So how do we proceed?
Is
Doobie? Oh, sorry.
Doobie still in the ventilation
Twiddle
shaft?
him.
Yeah, I'm still
Does
in
anyone
the
else
shaft.
want to suit up?
Can he like go and
I don't know
check
if
out the
that'll fit
next
me.
car?
That's what I want to
But-
do. I
okay.
want to go check out the next car.
All right.
You could at least
Look-
grab a
look-
helmet
yeah,
so
the
you have
helmet.
access to the comm and can
I'll grab
potentially
that helmet that I knocked off the other one.
Okay.
Do we
put it
really
on.
want Doobie to be our point of contact though?
Wait,
It kinda
Doobie
fits lopsided.
doesn't have a.
Oh,
It would
okay.
be you.
I'll let you rip
Oh, it'd
out
be
the
me.
comlink from inside the helmet
Okay.
if you want it.
Just tear it
I'm
out.
flattered.
Just- it's like
Doobie?
the
Actually, never
little
mind.
thin
Not who's
little
gonna
piece.
stab
Okay.
the empty
Alright.
helmet.
So Doobie, you're checking out the third room.
Yes.
This is the room you knocked the grate out of.
Yes.
Okay.
I remember. I was there.
She rolled a crit 1 and knocked the grate out, alerting guards earlier.
17.
17.
Yes.
So what was that roll? What were you rolling for?
Stealth.
Stealth. So you make it to the grate and with no issue at all.
Okay. Can I roll investigation too?
Yes, you can.
Good, because I'm going to. Ooh, been roasted. That's a 16.
16. So on this roll, it's better now. You
Yes.
notice 2 chairs sitting in a room with a table and 2 hands of cards, as well as just some equipment that you assume to be belonging to the 2 stormtroopers that you killed earlier on. That was weird.
Someone's yelling outside.
Someone's screaming.
You can
Yeah.
hear it.
So you see the belongings of the 2 stormtroopers who you first disabled, and you assume they were sitting here in this room protecting what looks to be, as you roll really well, you see crates with squills in them. Just crates and crates and crates of the lizards that you discovered dead at the sandcrawler.
Doobie's going to drop down,
Okay.
and he's going to open the door and be like, hey guys, look what I found.
Okay, so you open the door to their car?
Yes.
Excellent. All right, so y'all enter the room.
All right. Can I see what's going around? Can I roll for perception to analyze the room?
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
You can roll investigation.
Analysis.
Perception.
That's a 3.
Okay, so you're blind.
I am not looking. I do
Nanu's
not
also gonna
see it.
investigate.
17.
17?
That's a 19.
Okay. I think on y'all's rolls, you're going to notice there are vital sign charts attached to each of the crates containing squills. On the table, you see an array of credits and cards and foodstuffs, as well as you see the door at the opposite end going into the second car.
Nanu's gonna pocket those credits.
Okay.
The Trask pockets them first.
All right.
I've got long arms.
There
you had
were
Trask sticks out his
T-Rex.
tongue and is like,
there were 500 credits on the table.
I'm gonna turn and I'm gonna look at Trask and be like, "You're my buddy," and I'm gonna I'm not gonna say this out loud because I don't think anyone else has noticed them because you're blind, and I'm just gonna give you a look half.
Okay.
Okay.
Give me
So-
250.
The
Yeah.
two of you pocket 250 in credits.
Jar Jar Bonks is blind.
Yeah, you don't even notice them transaction.
Doobie's
What about
just chilling.
Doobie?
Doobie's just happy to be here.
Money has no value to Doobie.
Doobie doesn't even see this exchange.
Tubi's like,
happening.
"Can I eat it?"
No,
Doobie
you're
doesn't
you're
even see it.
you
Doobie's-
pick up a nutrition log off the table and you start chewing it right next to the transition, but you're just
Oh,
really
a
hungry.
nutrition log?
I hate this. Y'all aren't coming back on the show. And they're graduating,
It's
so
just gonna be Chase
gonna
talking
be
to
me.
himself.
Yeah.
I
Playing his
am
own
coming
game.
back on this show. You cannot stop me.
Okay, that's
Thank
fair.
you.
Technically,
So-
I'm in charge of whether you come back onto the show or not.
Technically,
I hate this.
fight me.
All right.
You need Doobie.
So this car is empty, other than what I've already described.
So if I look at the charts anymore, can I piece out what they're doing?
The nutrition
trying
log
to-
is gone now.
You can pick up some information.
Swallowed whole.
From what you can tell, it says squills, and it just no, it
I think they're squills.
it notes
they're
it notes their vitals, and under it says in brackets unaffected.
Squills.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
what you pick up.
This is real strange, guys.
And we did notice that they're alive squills, I'm assuming.
Yeah, they're living.
The bunch that we found at the site were dead, right? Okay.
Oh, they're alive.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought they were also dead.
No,
I'd
they
misread.
had their vitals.
Okay.
You're good.
Okay, somebody shoot me back up, and I'm gonna I'm gonna look at the next room.
He's
All
got
right,
long
I got
arms
you,
to
Doobie.
scoop ya.
Thank you.
Yeah,
So
we're
Doobie
gonna.
is now up there.
Do you like the parent swing?
Yes.
You each grab one of your arms.
He
and
goes, wee.
No, we're gonna wind him up like like a lasso.
I was thinking like a towel.
Yeah, literally.
Like you're rat tailing.
That's a 13 stealth. Does he?
We're
make it?
gonna drop kick Doobie up into the shaft.
Yeah, so you're gonna make it up into there, and do you want to move over into the next room?
Yeah, I just want to see him.
Into the second car?
Yeah.
Okay, so roll investigation.
17.
Okay, on a 17, you look down into the room and it is empty. You do notice 3 chairs and the possessions of what looked like 3 officers. And
Well, we only killed 2, right?
there's 3 beds, 3 closets, and a door to the first car.
Can I keep going to the first car?
You can.
Okay.
Yeah.
9 stealth.
Okay, on a 9, you're going to make it to the first car, but your feet bang against the thin metal of the vent. And
My little tiny feet.
and you hear 2 voices below you go, "Did you hear that?" And you don't see anything because you're not looking down through the vent yet, but you've alerted 2 people below you. You hear 2 distinct voices.
Were they wearing comms? Did they say that to the?
They didn't
So I
radio
think-
it over. They just
okay.
said it out loud to each other.
Okay.
Okay, Doobie is going to just kind of wait for a second and see if they start investigating. Because Doobie is a monk. He does have a blaster, and he does have focus.
Those 2
So,
things.
like, no, Doobie has so much going on for him. I feel like he's very confident. He's like, I have focus on my side. I can do the scale and stab, and I have a gun. So it's all good.
Okay. So I think what we're going to do. Skandahar. So I think what we're gonna do is. So you're gonna wait it out and then look down in, or what are you gonna do?
Yeah, I'm gonna wait it out. I'm gonna like see if they're making any noise, and then I'm gonna go back down.
Okay. So.
Or not go back down, but look down. Can I do that?
Yeah. After a while, you hear them say, "I don't know. There's something strange going on in these cars."
Yeah, we're in a space train. Oh, that's a nat 1.
Ouch.
Okay, so
It's the second
Doobie
one.
actually
I've tried.
explodes.
Okay.
Do we have any eyes on Doobie? We have no idea what Doobie.
No, you have no
No
idea what's going on.
clue.
We thought,
yeah.
we thought he was going to open the door. That's why we windmilled him up there.
Okay, so what
Doobie,
you do
Doobie, no.
is you go to look through
Doobie's
the
about
vent.
to die.
You go to look through the vent and you fall through it.
Doobie dead.
And you land on a console at the front of the train in the command cockpit between 2 pilots.
I'm gonna say, hey guys.
They're Imperial Navy pilots.
come here
they're
often?
armored.
Uh-oh.
Doobie is so small. He's just gonna like curl in a ball and hope. That
Okay, and because we did their scene earlier with combat that you weren't in, you get to roll
no.
initiative just yourself here.
Oh no.
Doobie's about to die.
Doobie, no, that's
Good
a
one.
15.
Okay, but the good thing is you do go first.
Oh god.
Um,
Okay, I
hold
have to
on.
read through
Make
all
your
of my
way.
monk stuff.
Okay.
Okay.
Give us like 30 minutes.
No, please don't read through all of it. Please
No,
just
I'm
like.
not going to. I think I know what I want to do. I just needed to make sure I knew how to do it.
Okay. All right. And would you roll a 15?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So what do you do?
Okay. I am going to take my blaster and shoot at one of them.
Very
You're gonna
monk.
shoot the people driving the train.
Oh no, you're so right.
No,
That is-
you've committed to it. You
no,
gotta do
that's
it.
what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
just unfortunate.
That's what I would
That
do.
is a 13.
That hits.
Okay. So I am going to do a monk action called the Akani shot. So basically, I do my normal damage and then I get extra D4 damage
Okay, on 1?
on 1.
Okay.
So that is 4 damage plus. Which one's the 4?
The little pyramid shape.
Yeah.
Am I stupid?
Here, do you want mine?
Yeah.
Here you go.
Okay.
Are there really no pyramids in there?
2.
Okay.
So that's 6.
All right. So you hurt one real bad.
He goes, ouch, and Doobie goes, tee.
Did I do that?
Okay. So this pilot responds by pulling his light pistol on you, and he.
Wait, is this a shot? Is this a shot? Is this a ranged weapon?
It is.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Comes.
So, I hate this so much.
Collecting time.
This is so bad. So he rolls a 19.
That hits.
Okay. And
Wait, so how do you dodge? Can you?
So she rolls a d10 plus her
this
dex mod.
is energy damage. This isn't a physical projectile.
It says if it's energy or ion, you can redirect it if you have a weapon capable of doing
Which
so.
I do as a monk. That is one of my weapons.
What is it?
Yeah, what is it?
It's a vibro thing. It's
Dagger?
It
A
yeah.
dagger?
It says any vibro weapon. I don't know the different
Okay.
kinds.
Okay.
So,
Okay, I'll give it to you.
thank you.
That was 6 points of damage.
Okay, so D10 plus dex.
That's a 20.
Okay,
You
yeah.
want a
Oh, yeah.
no, that's a
Duh.
12.
Which is a 10.
What do you want?
I
10?
don't know, 10,
10 is it not this one?
Oh no, that's the 12. This is the 10.
This is a 10. Okay.
This is the 10.
That's the 10.
This is the 10.
This is the way.
Oh, that's a 12. Never mind.
I get
Welcome
so
to We Don't
confused.
Know Geometric Shapes.
Okay. Okay, so that's an 8 plus my dex modifier, which is
I think you already
2,
beat it.
plus my monk level, which is a 1. So that is 11. I'm going to redirect it to the other guy.
finish him.
Yeah, that's what it says.
So that's 6 points of damage for the other officer.
Oh my
Also,
god.
my father says, "Can you tell Chase I'm playing the D90 drinking game and he's about to destroy my liver with all the I hate this."
I love that.
Mr. Still.
So
I look forward to having you seize our airways,
I
sir.
don't know what do I have to roll to beat your deflect?
You can't.
I can't.
I think it just
No,
goes.
you were
Was that a focus ability?
Yeah, no, it's not focused. It's just
They
a
never stood a
monastic thing I
chance.
have.
No, there has to be some
It
limiting
does
factor.
say to redirect it, you have to spend a focus point.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
So are you down to 2? Or you used 2, right? Because you used 1 to.
No,
do something
because I
earlier?
didn't complete any of it.
Okay.
We love focus.
It only happens if I complete it. I have 3 focus points now. I'm down to 2.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So I guess.
How are you feeling about this, Chase?
It's
do,
awful.
do you hate it?
I hate it.
Well,
Sorry, Dad. Still.
The best
Okay.
part is gonna be when Doobie has to pilot the train after killing her.
So
Well, we have an
So-
engineer.
yeah.
do we?
Do we?
Who's the engineer?
Or wait, what's your technology ability, Jordan?
I'm a scout.
Oh,
I'm
never
a
mind.
scout, but I
Yeah.
have proficiency
If
in
you're a
piloting.
scout and
Okay.
I'm a
Oh,
you're
scout,
pretty
then who's driving the train?
Alright, so the second pilot is gonna take a shot at Doobie.
You can try.
That is a crit 1.
Ow.
I
I
can't
don't-
believe through sheer
There's
luck.
no way this should have worked. I think on that roll he's gonna shoot the pilot who shot him.
Doobie's gonna go. Tee.
I love D&D so much.
Love Doobie now.
Man,
He rolls 5 and it kills the first pilot.
Doobie's gonna look at the pilot and go, "Uh-oh."
man, who would win in a fight, Doobie
Uh,
or JPJJ?
So it's back to Doobie. Doobie, what are you gonna do?
Doobie is going to.
It would be both of them just failing up.
Doobie is going to take his tech blade. What is it called?
Is it a tech blade or a vibroblade?
I have both. I have so much. Dude, as a monk, I literally have so much stuff.
That is your catchphrase. You're like, as a monk, I'm omniscient.
You sound like the Swiss Army man of roles.
No, once you like get to the 3rd level and you join
I
an
shouldn't
order,
have done this to you.
they just give me so much stuff. So I'm gonna take my tech blade and I am going to just hammer a blow on him.
Yeah?
So that is a 14. Does that hit?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna use another focus point and use flurry of blows
Why?
as a bonus action.
You have already hit.
Doobie said no mercy.
So
Alright,
flurry of blows.
Doobie
goes.
is literally fighting for his life alone,
So
though,
that
to be
is-
fair.
7 damage for my first attack, and then I
How
get
many
2
is in a
unarmed.
flurry? Okay.
Then I get 2 additional unarmed strikes. So that is another 7 with my first unarmed strike.
I want to point out the other guy received 11 points of damage and died.
Well, he has 1 more blow, and then
He's about
another
to be
4
extra
damage.
dead.
Stop, he's already dead.
Doobie goes, tea! And now he's like, and then they
Doobie's
start lurching forward.
like stone cold killer.
Okay.
Well,
It's
now
a shame we don't get to see this.
you guys have unlocked.
Canonically, we have no idea.
we
We're
have
like,
no
oh,
idea what
Doobie's
happened."
like pretty.
You've unlocked a really tragic part of my backstory. So
Jar Jar and Nanu are just thumb wrestling in the other car.
can I please tell you
Taking a
my
long
tragic backstory
Yeah.
now that we have established Doobie is stone cold?
Okay.
Doobie was actually sold to his monastery.
Oh.
He didn't want to be there.
Oh.
He walked downstairs in his messy bun and his blue orbs
Stop.
lit up
Hey, Dad, still, I hate this.
Where are you taking me?
to your new
I'm Harry
host.
Styles.
I had to pay for
I'm
my
Stereo
cigarettes.
Hiles.
No,
Okay.
so basically, Doobie Nim was just a regular Shadow fan. He was just hanging out, being a good
Literally
bro.
just vibing.
He was literally, he's a bat, so he was just hanging.
Oh my
God. And then basically, he was just riding along in a cart, and then his life was saved. And he had to, become a servant at the monastery, but he doesn't want to be a monk. He wants to
Okay.
be free.
He
I
seems to
love
be
it.
taking full advantage
Yeah.
of his monk
Yeah.
abilities.
Oh, he
Yeah.
is, because
Really
he's been there
embracing the
since he
power.
was like
Dark monk.
a child. He's been there
This
since
is
he was
like-
like 4.
Never mind.
Ever since JBJJ.
So, what you're gonna do is you're gonna stab this man so many times. It's like that scene in Kill Bill where the sword goes through the bed and blood leaks through. Except your knife is penetrating the back of the chair as you're just stabbing this man in the chest. And eventually you stop, and the chair's broken beyond all repair, and it slumps backwards, and he slides backwards off the chair, and he's dead.
God.
Goodbye.
And you
So-
get a radio from Nurbet, or you get a comm from Nurbet. He goes, "So can we go into the second room?"
Yes, you
Yeah,
may.
Doobie, what's taking so long?
Doobie goes, all clear.
I'll do you one better.
Okay, so you all go.
Carnage.
You all go to enter the second room, and why don't we roll acrobatics?
Hang on.
Strong suit.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm all good. I rolled a 4 though.
Okay,
15.
God,
15.
if only Doobie were here
Okay.
to roll acrobatics.
Wait,
So-
so I have a
14.
14.
As a
I have a
monk.
7.
Okay,
He
so
has a
Jar Jar.
+6
Okay,
acrobatics.
are you ready?
Yeah.
Here we go. I'm excited for this.
Oh God.
Jar Jar Bonks enters the room first,
Yes.
and what he doesn't notice is a red laser tripwire
Oh,
on the
wonderful.
floor as the door slides open, and it triggers an explosion, which
Why?
Because I rolled a 4, Anne. What do you want?
Well, more like, why have they rigged their own train to
Oh.
explode?
Wait, I have a question.
No, wait. I want to finish describing this.
They said,
I
"Who
don't
do
know
you
what's
think you
happening
are?"
to
I
the
am.
screen now.
Okay.
I'm not piloting.
It
Is
sends
Doobie a Jawa? No.
it sends Jar Jar Bonks flying backwards, and
No.
he takes
No.
8 points of damage.
No.
As he takes that damage, a senior officer steps from a
No.
closet inside the room.
No.
He raises what does he have? Let's see. He raises a blaster carbine
No.
and fires at Trask at the second lowest roll.
Oh, thank God.
Fires at Trask, and he rolls with a
Oh, yeah.
23.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that
Question:
hits.
How
Yes?
many squills are in the
Roughly 50.
Oh, I forgot about the squirrel.
Okay.
I got
Okay.
so caught up.
They're
in
very
myself.
small, and there's many crates.
Okay.
Okay. Are you doing? Okay, we'll get back to that. Let me roll damage for you. That is 8 points of damage.
Okay. All right.
The thing about the officers is they have a lot of group actions, they can rally allies and call to attack. Except you've killed everyone else on this
Yeah.
train. You've left him despondent.
Wait, I have
no
a
other
question.
options.
How is this, is Doobie now driving this train?
No, nobody's driving the train
Okay.
currently because Doobie, you hear the explosion.
Wait, but if I'm back here,
No.
Wait,
and
but it's
you're
a
back
train
here.
in the sky, so it's not on a track. So
You notice when the pilots died, nothing dipped.
Okay.
You assume
we're
it's
on
on a
autopilot.
track to somewhere. Not a track, but an autopilot somewhere.
Okay.
Doobie, you rush into the second room that everyone's in when you hear the combat, and let's roll initiative.
Oh my god. Doobie has blood all in his fur right now.
Jar Jar Bonks rolled an
that's-
18.
That's a 9.
Okay.
Doobie's not rolling well with this. Can we share that? D20?
Yeah, this one's rolling pretty hot.
This one is. This one
Except
saved
for
me.
that. Yeah.
It's just initiative.
Just
It's a 19, baby.
Nice.
Ooh.
And okay. I hate that. So Nanu rolled a 19.
Whoa. Sorry. A man walked by outside and just like stuck a cigarette into his mouth. Just
Whoa.
in
Power
the Tate
move.
Student Center.
It
Okay.
happens.
What was everyone's roll?
Honestly,
12.
12.
9.
Okay.
That there. Good vibes.
12. Doobie 9. And Jar Jar, what were you at?
18.
18. Okay.
So, did I for sure enter this room, or I was last? Could I presumably still be in the previous one?
You could, yeah.
Cool.
Oh, wait. I
Um,
only have one more
what-
focus point.
what was Jar Jar? What was Jar Jar's roll? It was 18.
18, yeah.
He needs a rest.
Yeah. So cool. So let's start this mess. All right, Nanu,
Wonderful.
you're up first.
All right, chaos factor. I release the squills.
Okay.
My plan is to like
Distract.
yes,
Okay.
because Nanu is not helpful combat wise.
Oh, we know.
We
So
know.
like, if I can hinder the officer's ability to aim or do other things.
Oh my god, my mom is
Squills
listening.
are about 2 feet tall and they're non-aggressive.
Fine. So like guinea pigs,
Yeah.
but
Just
giant, like
G-force.
more like capybaras.
They, a couple of them look up at you and they go,
Hi, mama.
That's how
Okay.
Doobie looks at you.
Well,
too.
looking at them, can I not do that because they're clearly not going to be useful to me on site?
yeah,
they're
I was
looking
gonna make you
cute.
roll to do it. So
Okay.
let's do something else though.
All right. Never mind. I was thinking it could be like a horde.
No, I get it. I get it.
An avalanche of squills.
Yeah.
it'd be cool.
It's the equivalent of releasing 50 geckos.
Yeah.
I see. Okay, never mind. Okay, so
My mom has now tuned into the show.
oh nice.
How's it going, Mrs. Horn?
She's doing all right.
Okay.
I hope.
So I'm like behind everyone,
Mm-hmm.
right? But like okay. You know what? I'm just gonna buff my friends.
That's good.
So
That's a legitimate action.
yeah. So yeah, I use force barrier. I choose up to 3 creatures within range. Each target's hit point maximum and current hit points increase by 5 for the duration.
Hey, cool.
Wow, that's
So-
really cool.
Yeah.
How long does that last?
Up to 8 hours.
Nice. So who are you choosing?
So I choose Trask, Jar Jar.
Yay.
And I guess
officer.
you're not within range.
That's
Oh,
okay.
Nurbed.
Doobie don't need it.
So
Doobie is fine.
so it gives
Man, I forgot Nurbed
it gives
existed.
you
Blood matted in his fur. He's fine.
so it gives you plus
Doobie's
5
just like,
and plus 5 maximum. Okay.
Yes.
Doobie's like gladiator.
I like playing with the dice.
Okay.
That is definitely a perk of this game.
You can hit 5 bonus.
Makes a nice noise.
Okay, cool. So that is your turn. Do you have to roll anything to do that? You just do it.
I just do it.
All right, Jar Jar, bonks,
Okay.
bonks, 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 bonks.
Everybody. Okay, sorry. I was yawning. What am I doing?
Well, I think you're gonna try to take out the one guy that
Yes.
blew you up.
He came out of
That's
the closet.
true.
And now he's trying to kill
How far am I from him? Am I
I'm proud of
in
him for
hand to
coming
hand?
out
20
like
feet.
that.
20 feet. Oh, it's blaster carbine time. First of all, first thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to mark him as my quarry.
Yeah.
Yeah,
she
I
learned
remembered
it.
how to
Hey,
do it.
I actually forgot every time that I've done
Literally,
that.
I've forgotten every single time this time. So that gives me like an advantage, right?
Yeah, it should specify.
I think it's just extra damage.
Okay.
Let me look.
So I have to actually hit for
When
this
you
to like
hit
have an
them,
impact.
Yeah, you do 1d4 additional damage, and you have an advantage on any wisdom
Okay.
or survival check to find them. while they're on the
Okay.
same planet.
Okay.
So essentially, I'm pulling out my blaster carbine, and I'm like, I'm gonna get you.
I started blasting. So anyway, just stop blasting. Alright.
That's an 11
Okay, to hit plus
plus.
5.
Yeah,
So that's 16. Does not hit.
wonderful.
Oh no.
This is a tough cookie.
Tough boy. One tough boy.
Man,
That takes us to the senior officer, who I think it would make.
There's just one of him, right?
Yeah, I think it would make the most sense to target. I guess Jar Jar. 'Cause he took a shot. I mean, like, nothing else really makes sense. So
You had
It's
more
fine.
help.
that is.
I do
ooh,
not have a lot of health right now, actually, because
You
I
have
just got
more than you
blown up.
had.
That is a 21 to hit.
Oh, good lord.
Gonna guess does hit.
Yeah, it does.
And that is. Ooh, 7 points of damage.
Jar Jar's not doing too well right now.
Doobie sees this and goes, no.
Man, if Doobie could do like some material damage, like that would really
Material
help.
damage
In a material world,
Okay.
and I am
Doobie
a
is
material Jar Jar
waiting.
Bonks.
Doobie
Okay.
has a cunning shot and he cannot wait to use
He
it.
has a what
Okay.
shot?
Oh, what?
It's my extra damage shot.
Okay.
Trask is up right now.
All right. I'm gonna do a new thing.
New
I'm
thing.
gonna do a new thing. All right. First, I'm gonna make him my quarry because
Heyo.
Heyo.
of my first shot, I'm going to use a disarming shot.
Okay.
So I'm gonna, if I hit, which I believe I do, 18.
Yeah, that hits.
He has to make a strength saving throw
Strength saving throw.
against 13, and if he fails, he drops his gun.
Against 13.
Yeah.
So I just have to roll. That is a 19.
Oof. Yeah. So he makes that. Can I borrow the D4?
Yeah. There you go.
Thank you. Anyways, he takes 7 points of damage.
Nice. Respectable.
Respectable.
Okay.
Right on his fingers.
right on my fingies.
On the fingies.
So up next is Doobie.
Oh wait, my second gun.
Oh yeah,
I
second
forgot about that one.
second shooter.
That's a 19.
That does hit.
Shooter.
I barely knew her.
1, 6.
6. Okay. So, all right. Cool. Quick maths. That takes us to Doobie.
Okay, Doobie's gonna take his blaster and shoot.
Okay, that's a first. Not really. You did actually.
Oh no, that's a 6.
Does not hit.
That's a first.
And the officer
Doobie
notices
is
the.
really messed up.
The officer notices the shot from
Turns
behind
around
him, so
and
he's
sees a
aware.
tiny little goblin man covered in blood.
Doobie's standing like,
Blood of
Doobie's like, ah!
You look like you did just peek it.
Oh my bad.
You look like Stitch when he emerges from the crashed spaceship.
Doobie's just sitting there like,
Is that your blood or somebody else's?
Doesn't matter.
Doobie goes, you should have seen what they did to the other guy.
Wow.
All right, that takes us back to Nanu.
Me.
Okay. Yeah. Nanu's gonna
Doobie is
just
just
use
vibing.
turbulence, where she chooses one creature within range, and the target has to succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take
Alright.
1d6 force damage.
Oh, I thought that was just gonna make the train experience turbulence. Fall over.
We're currently experiencing rough air.
We
Please return
currently
to
have no
We would know
pilot.
that if the pilots were still.
Yeah,
if the
intercom
pilots
just
were
goes bong,
alive.
and then there's no sound because the pilots are all dead.
Doobie
Jar Jar
goes,
Bonks goes
"Did
over the
I
air."
do that?
Yeah, I knew that little stinker.
Jar Jar Bonks goes over the air and he's like, if everyone could just fasten your seatbelts and remain calm, that'd be really great.
Okay, yeah, you have to beat a 13 dex.
I have to beat a 13 dex.
Beep, 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 beep.
Ouch.
That is a 13. So I think tie goes to the attacker. Yeah. Would I have to
Okay.
roll?
Cool.
6 d6.
Yes. I need my d6 though. It's 4, baby.
That's a 4?
Mm-hmm.
So I take 4 points of damage. Cool. Very good move.
Oh, and
Yeah.
oh, never mind. You're not thrown or anything.
Okay.
You just take the damage.
Okay. And we're back to Jar Jar.
All right, Jar
Bonk
Jar.
bonks.
Big bonks hours. So what Jar Jar's gonna do is mark him as my quarry again.
Okay.
And I'm gonna fire a targeting shot.
Ooh. Is that a at will power?
It sure is.
Okay.
This is once on a hit, the target suffers the attack's normal effects, and a small target only visible to me marks it, and the next attack roll I make before the end of my next turn cannot suffer from disadvantage, and it deals additional damage when I reach higher levels. But I'm not at a higher level, so not yet.
I am on a whole nother level. Okay.
Yeah, literally.
So go ahead. So
There's
basically,
levels to it,
it
you and
leaves a
I
target
know.
on the person who got shot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Visible only to me.
Okay, cool.
So Trask cannot see it. So here we go. We're gonna
So other than that, it's just a regular.
19,
A
baby.
19 does hit. Roll damage.
Yeah. Okay, that's a 6.
Yeah,
Yes.
+3.
Okay, cool. That's a 4. That's a 7, darling.
Okay.
Heyo.
And I am marked only to you, and basically you can't have disadvantage on me the next turn. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Not sure what
Between
that
the
does,
legs
but
or
I've
something.
done it anyway.
It means you just do something crazy, and you won't have to take the lower of 2 rolls.
Yay.
That takes
I'm
us
gonna do like
to
a double backflip.
the senior officer who took a big ol' hit from, I think, Trask. So he's going to take a shot at you. That is a 24.
Yeah.
So that'll
You
hit.
got me with that one.
Just barely got
Barely.
you.
Oh, damn.
That is 7 points of damage.
Okay.
And we're off to the races with Trask.
Oh, it's my.
Yay.
Okay. I'm going to retaliate
That makes sense.
with.
You're not
actually,
gonna turn on your
before
comrades?
my turn, I'm going to use element of surprise, which
Okay.
is a reaction when I take damage,
Okay.
and basically I throw a bomb at him.
Oh!
Wow.
How the
So
tables have turned.
he has to make
No,
a
I'm
dex
lethal.
saving throw.
Okay,
Do
dex
not
saving
throw
and
one.
then
Do not throw
he'll take
one.
2d10 fire damage
If-
on a failed save.
Okay.
Half as
2d10
much.
fire
Yeah.
That's a 12.
Oh, that fails.
That fails.
So yeah, let's see what he gets.
7 and...
and 8.
15.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sizable.
Oh, damn.
So, what's going to happen here is you throw this firebomb at him and it catches him square on the chest. And the projectile drops to the ground, and he's wearing a lengthy cape as his role as a senior officer.
No capes.
Which quickly catches fire, crawls up his body, and he is
Rookie mistake.
quickly immolated. Immolated?
Yeah.
Immolated? In
Yeah.
flame.
It's an SAT word.
Nice. There's your $10 word for the day.
Mhm.
He drops to the ground and does not move.
Does he stop, drop, and roll? Or does he just stop and drop?
He just stops and drops. And the fire slowly goes out on his body. And you guys have done it. He's
Safe
done.
to say it's a corpse now.
It's safe to say he is a hot dog now.
Owie.
I want to walk over to his smoldering remains and try and see if there's any like badge of identification. Left.
No.
Or is he just okay? Yeah.
Nani
The
was
only thing
sad
left is
because
the.
she totally would have looted the cape.
I know.
Yeah, I was thinking. If I
The only things left on his body are his like shards of his clothing and his metal officer badges to indicate he was a senior officer. However,
Ooh, we should take those.
I'm gonna. Yeah, I take that.
however,
Wow.
Onto the ground.
y'all come to the realization this is an officer's quarters. If you want another cape, you could look around.
Can we look around for a
Matching
cape?
capes. Yeah.
Let's
look for the. I'm gonna ruffle. through
let's
the
go ahead
closet.
and make a.
Yay.
There's not a looting skill, but like a perception.
Yeah.
If there was, I would have.
Oh, it fell. That's an 18
18.
plus
16.
that is -1 for perception actually.
Okay.
Wow.
Oh, wait, I need to roll perception.
Okay. Y'all have good enough
5.
rolls that you noticed in the 3 closets in the room, one contains a rack of the capes.
Oh my god.
In varying
Trask,
lengths,
bud.
with varying collars and hoods.
Yeah.
Is there one
Yes.
with like
Is there an
the
ermine
like
coat?
you know
Yes.
the like kind of like fur lining that like kings have?
That's
Yes.
ermine.
Yes.
Yeah.
I want
Um,
a purple ermine coat.
You take the coat that you like, and you can think about it in your head.
Yes,
And
this pleases me.
In addition,
Hooded one.
you notice 2
Also
of the
orange.
closets
Wait,
contain
only one Star
large
Wars character
lockers.
wears capes. We've just
Um,
killed
You, all right.
like Solo.
Like
Solo
Solo.
made his like
Yeah.
only defining feature the fact
Capes.
that he wears capes.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Um,
continue.
So
Oh, the
you
movie.
open 2 lockers, and in one locker you find an it's loot time, an ion rifle.
Whoa.
Hello.
Doobie wants it.
An ion rifle works on
Dude, this is as big as you
basically
are.
Doobie has
big
so many
electric
weapons
bolts.
right now.
So they have
balance the
like
stat.
damage advantage against like droids and other electric
Things.
components.
Doobie doesn't
And
need it.
then there's a set of composite armor, which is medium armor, giving you a stealth disadvantage, but it is your AC plus your dex modifier. So you can check your armor and see if it's better than what you have, if you want to leave it. And y'all can decide who gets the ion rifle.
Oh, so we all get armor.
No, just one.
Oh,
Just one
okay.
set.
Doobie doesn't need it. I don't know if y'all heard, but Doobie just did a lot of Doobie damage. Doobie's just sitting there like.
Wait, what's
wringing his
what's
fur
everyone's
out.
AC?
My AC is 15.
So with the
12.
armor, that would be
15 plus your dex,
15 plus dex?
which is 3.
3. Okay,
So
so
that'd be 18
I
for
have
you.
Whoa.
18.
Wait, hold on now.
that would
My
also
AC
make
is
mine
12.
18.
Your AC is 12?
Yeah, it's really bad.
What's
Okay,
your
we're gonna
dex?
give Trask the
Yeah,
armor.
you need.
Let's be good buds.
My dex is +2.
Okay,
What's your
so
alignment,
go,
Ian?
go to like
What's your
I think it's
alignment?
inventory or something like that.
Right now, I'm just chaotic
Um,
neutral,
Oh, okay.
All right, we're gonna
but subject
chaotic
to
maybe edit
change.
character, and then if you go to equipment, you can add and equip that new shiny new armor for you.
Yeah.
Is our XP still at 1100?
So thank you. I was
Doobie
just gonna get to
deserves
that.
More.
He's about to like be level 5.
No.
And everyone else is
For all of these combined enemies you've taken out, you gain 1,500 experience.
Dope.
Ooh.
Doobie took out 2
I had
single-handedly.
1500.
there's no I in team.
There is an eye in Doobie.
Yay!
very
2600
You are very close.
DXP.
Question.
Yes.
Can I please take a short rest, like real quick, so I can get my focus
Yeah,
points back?
can I take
Yeah.
a, can I
Y'all
take a
can,
rest
like-
Go to
real
the
quick?
pilot's area.
Y'all can
Okay.
carry
Unless-
me.
I
I
mean,
just
did we
really
finish
want my focus.
Yeah, wait,
Going
Nanu
through
has
here?
done next to
I wanna
nothing.
look around for
so-
like
Okay.
manifest documents, trying to figure out
Okay.
why they're
Okay.
transporting these.
As long as
satellites.
Doobie doesn't
So-
need to attack.
Yeah,
we're
Nanu's
good.
gonna go to the front
Also,
car
does anyone want
and
this
like,
ion rifle? Because I'll take it if nobody wants it.
do I have a? I don't have a.
Doobie says,
Do you actually?
I don't
want
have
it?
a proficiency
as a
or anything in
monk,
that.
I already have as many weapons as I can. So no, but thank you. My
Okay,
monk
just
training, you
Sling it
know.
over my shoulder.
Okay. So Trask is going to take it.
2.5 feet
I do the
tall,
same
okay.
thing that you did with
Yeah.
your armor and add that to your inventory. Okay. So I think all 4 of your party members walk to the front, and the front of the train is shaped like a wedge. So it comes to a point in the front, but it's a
Like
flat.
it could pierce through snow.
Yeah, theoretically.
Hey,
It looks
yo.
It looks literally just like a wedge of cheese or whatever. The point is, the front of it
Forbidden
is made of
snack.
glass, and you can see above and below you.
Cool.
Below you, you watch the train race by the city of Mos Eisley. You have passed from the other direction,
So we went backwards.
and you're headed now east of the city.
Oh, toward the wasn't there an encampment?
Towards where they took the jaw.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Headed towards the Imperial base.
So maybe we should stop this before we end up landing
That
in
would
an
be
Imperial base.
nice,
Yeah.
but like, do you know how to do that?
Well, I have some familiarity. I flew on a ship.
Can I do an
before. Can I look?
analyze action? That's the one where I like see what's going on.
Okay.
Like I learn its properties and how to use them.
Okay.
Can I make a piloting check?
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Efficiency?
okay. So this is
Come on. 15.
You don't have to roll. You just have to cast it.
okay, I'm casting it.
Okay. So because she rolled the analyze, from what you can tell, the train is on a set course. I dropped my dice over there under your foot, Isabel.
Well, pick it up.
Okay. The train is on a set course to this Imperial base. But the odd thing,
Whoa!
you hit the mic.
Well, thank you.
Blatant
The odd
disrespect
thing
for our
is,
equipment.
from what you can tell, the Imperial base doesn't seem to be on the ground according to its coordinates.
Oh dear.
Cloud City.
So you attempt to chart the course or look at where you're going, but it's denied, and the message that pops up says requires control from tower. So do you want to make a piloting check?
Yeah, I
Okay.
got a 15.
Just go Trask.
So on a 15, you sit down at the consoles and you attempt to change the course, and you get the same error message.
Okay. Looks like we need. This is being piloted remotely, which begs some questions about these two fools.
Yeah, wait, why were they here?
I don't know. Imperials, they waste money on
Aesthetics.
You could probably gather that they were there in case something failed, but they didn't expect
Company.
Instead, their lives
routine.
fail.
Oh my
What if
God,
I start
Doobie.
bashing things?
Doobie is just so
Can I
free.
use like can I think before I start bashing to see if that would like?
Yeah,
I
wait,
think
what is
before
everyone's
I-
reaction when we, because Doobie was the only one in this train car and we know it, and we just come to
into, like, a
this
room.
horrifying like
Doobie looks
scene.
at
Drax isn't particularly phased, but
Doobie
he's
looks at
storing
the
that
cars.
for
Yeah,
later.
no,
You
like-
guys,
With
y'all
knowledge.
see this? That was me.
Nurbed goes, it looks like that one shot the other. Did you even do anything?
Man, I forgot Nurbed was
like that
here.
one shot
Lazy,
the
that's the
other,
fifth time
and
you
then
said that
someone
today.
violently stabbed this one
Nurbed
7
right.
times.
That's
Oh,
because
dear.
I'm a monk and I have focus.
That's because I do my job.
Man, rip to y'all, but I'm different.
Doobie looks at Jar Jar Bonks and he's like,
I did this for
I
you,
did
baby.
this.
Wow,
So,
Jar Jar Bonks would be impressed.
What are you going to try to
except-
do on the train?
I don't
Do
know.
I find any
Okay,
controls
Jar
about
Jar.
detaching cars?
No, don't take it the wrong way.
Yes.
Doobie
Okay.
softly cries.
So, in the hallways between each train car, you've noticed a lever behind a thick sheet of what you assume is blast-resistant glass. And you figure if you pop that open and pull it, you'll be able to detach train cars.
Okay.
Are there
And
any
would
escape
I know
pods?
if I detach them, do they
They're not.
fall or do they just float?
I don't think you would
I
know
would
that.
not know. So what we could do, we can, as I see it, we have 3 options. We can just let this take us where it's taking us, and try to fight our way out when we get there. But I'm in not great shape, and Jar Jar looks like he's not in great shape.
I'm
Could we-
always in great shape.
Okay,
Thank
okay.
Could we-
you
No,
so
I,
much.
Wait, wait, wait.
Obviously, I didn't mean it.
We should test. We should test this with the caboose.
Okay.
And if it falls, we can weaponize the train on the base and bomb it
Okay.
with train cars.
Okay, I will say I'm going to add something to what I said. You have about an hour before you arrive.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, but that
We
would be
have
enough to
1 hour.
test like one train car falling.
The third option is we bash up the controls and see if that frees us from the tower's control.
The shoot
But
first,
that
ask
just
questions
seems
later,
like a
Terry.
crapshoot, and it also might send us out of the sky.
Well,
So-
That's a pretty big risk.
If
Do we wanna
anything-
survive a crash or run-ins with lots more Imperials.
I would say run-ins with much more. Like how high
I mean,
in the
given
sky
how
are we
well
right
we've
now?
been
Okay.
targeting.
I think you're about 400 feet off the ground.
Oh,
you
dear.
can still see the ground, but it is a sizable fall.
Yeah,
I don't
we're-
want to fall.
Wait.
I have I have a feat called
400 feet is
Bloodthirsty,
quite a
so
feather
I'm
fall still.
ready. I am
Well, right,
ready.
right. So I'm thinking like 200 feet of no feather fall.
And
like
then-
halfway through, it's like
What about the satellites that we saw back in the cargo hold?
Mhm.
Are they maneuverable?
Maybe straight
They're
up
not
yawning.
maneuverable, but they are designed to resist long falls out of orbit.
So we could pop in those. One person detaches whatever car, and then in case it falls, we'd be safe.
Wait, but aren't those all in the last car?
They're in the second to last
So
one.
we
The
won't
damaged
have a
one is in
test
the
run.
fifth one.
Okay.
Unless we haul them in. How big are they? They're probably huge.
They're massive.
Yeah.
They're
Okay, so let's try the caboose. We'll see if it falls.
okay.
But if we do that, then we lose our safety net,
Wait, our safety net being
being the satellite.
No,
No,
in
the
fourth
satellites are in
car,
the second to last.
You weren't here for this, but in the fourth car, there are rows of dozens of
satellites,
satellites,
okay.
identical in perfect shape.
Gotcha. All right, let's go to the caboose.
Okay.
All right.
So what are you trying to do here?
There's nothing in it, right?
No, just the single damaged satellite.
Cool. That actually might be the thing they want too, so it'd be good if they don't get it. So let's pull this lever.
Okay.
And then
All right. Pull
So-
the lever, Kronk.
You pull the lever.
It's Trask.
You
Okay.
pull the lever, and
Who's Trask?
you feel a massive gust of wind as the fifth car detaches and falls, and you watch it fall, and it impacts the sand 400 feet below.
I was about to say, wait, are we still over Mos Eisley?
And you watch it. No, you're not anymore. You watch it tumble down a sand dune and roll on its side all the way to a stop at the bottom.
All right, so
Is it like, how's it looking? Like
Rough,
destroyed? Okay.
rough.
real bad.
So I don't think we should do that. I think we should just. I think we should just wait and.
I like this plan more now because now it means I don't have to fight more Imperials.
Yeah, but I like to fight. My bloodthirsty feet means that I'm good at fighting.
You have blood. You drink blood through your feet. What are you talking about?
No,
You're telling me up.
Okay.
I actually look forward to fighting them. Guys, I'm lawful light. What?
We might be
You may need
revisiting
to
that.
change your
Yeah.
alignment.
Yeah.
Man, Doobie has undergone a spiritual awakening over this journey.
Doobie was sold in
The
as a
bloodlust was
slave.
awoken in him.
These
Oh my
satellites
God.
are made to fall from orbit. That one that was in that last car fell from outer orbit. Or inner orbit, actually.
Yeah.
But
And
still much
yet-
higher than we are now.
I just don't want to
Yeah.
die.
I mean, I don't think we're gonna die
Okay.
if they're designed to do that.
Jar Jar was just blown up a second ago.
That's
And
true.
yet, I stand.
And yet I persist.
I mean, if it makes you feel better,
You die,
Question
Jar
is-
Jar.
if it makes you
Well,
feel
how
better,
would you-
I can buff everyone too
You
when
know,
we
you
get
still-
in there.
The buff
Buff me
is still in
smooth.
effect.
Right, but I can extra buff because I also
Okay.
have my force.
Why don't you just
We
tell
can
us
also
what the
wait a
buff is
while.
like?
Okay,
Get a
so
Because we're running short on time here.
oh wait, never mind. I can't buff everyone else with
What
the
do you
extra
two
buff.
think,
I can
Jar
buff
Jar?
myself.
Do what you want.
I'm gonna do that.
Jar Jar and
Um,
Nanu.
Nanu, thank you. I wanted to say Numa. And I was like,
Numa.
that's
no,
Numa Numa.
wait,
Yeah.
what's up?
not- what do you two think? What do you think the best course of action is?
I mean, oh, go for it.
No, you go.
I guess part of me wants to go to the Imperial fort just to like see what's up.
My only concern is that we'll be landing in the middle of a desert. with-
Yeah,
I mean,
because like, does anyone have food or
How
like?
far do you how many?
I'm
how
the
fast,
only
now
snack.
that we can see out, how fast are we going?
I think you're coming up on the Imperial base shortly. You're probably a kilometer away.
But how
and
far
you're
away from, like,
4
Mos Eisley?
kilometers from Mos Eisley.
Okay,
Okay.
we could
So
walk
we have a
that.
choice. We can.
If we once we get to the ground, we could go to the base.
I
Question mark.
personally think we'd be safer taking our chances at the base
Then plummeting from the sky.
than plummeting from the sky into the middle of the
You
desert.
might be right.
Yeah,
I agree with Jar Jar.
we
as
can
always.
hide. We can hide in the
Oh.
satellites. We can each take a satellite and hide and like.
Plus, now that we've detached that car, it will look like some sort of heist occurred, and they got away with it. So we might, they
Yeah.
might assume.
Maybe we could. Is there some kind of escape hatch that we could leave open to make it look like the assailants have fled?
Massive gaping hole in the back of the train.
Okay, yeah, that'll work, I guess.
Okay, so here's what y'all are
we just
gonna
have to
do.
find hiding spots.
Among the rows of satellites, you're each going to pick your own satellites and hide in there individually.
Just like the cave.
And
Are there
Individually.
okay? So like, you know how like,
I'll hide with
are there like
Doobie.
underground? Not underground because like it's not the
Ooh.
ground.
What
But
if
like,
we kiss
are there
the
under like
satellite?
floor storage? Is there
so there's
that
not
too?
underfloor storage, but there's crates
Okay.
that are not transparent. So you all get in non-transparent crates
Okay.
in the
Hot.
satellite, and you brace for your arrival at the Imperial Garrison.
Cool.
And that's where we're going to leave this episode. Thank you all for listening to D90.5.
Happy Valentine's Day.
This is 90.5 WUOG for our next little hour call. Thank you very much for listening.
There's a show
I
right
hope you
after
have
this.
a
Well, just in
fantastic
case,
day.
you know?
I produce
Thanks, guys.
it.
Thank you.
Can never be too
you.
careful.
Man.